put your city, put your fans, put your state up. You'll crank that volume, turn it way up, way up, way up, way up. Crank that volume, turn it way up, way up. Yo, crank that volume, turn it way up, way up. Put your hands, put your city, put your fans, put your state up. You'll crank that volume, turn it way up, way up, way up, way up, way up, way up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate everyone for allowing me and allowing TFTG to have a few words to discuss some things and give you some answers to all of you. So, with that being said, I want to say to everybody here, and I'm talking about everybody. You know, the guy in the front row, the guy over there in the back, the weird guy in the back from Buffalo, right? I want to say a few words that I think we should listen to and we need to hear, right? Adversity is a word that we all know. But tonight, we're going to redefine it. Adversity isn't a wall meant to stop us. It's a mountain we climb to prove how high we can rise. It's not the end of the story. It's really a plot twist that sets the stage to greatness. Think about this. They said we couldn't do it. They doubted it. They doubted us. They counted us out. But again, look around the room. Look at the fire in everyone's eyes. Look at the scars that tell the stories of battle fought and lessons learned. Every setback we faced, every bruise we bore, and every doubt we silenced, it brought us here to this moment. This game isn't just about a trophy or a scoreboard. It's about sweat we've poured, the sacrifices we've made, the nights we pushed through the pain, and the mornings we chose to rise. That's what it's about. It's about proving no matter what or no matter how many times life knocks us down, we get back up. We get up stronger. We become more hungrier, more determined than ever. When the whistle blows, we're not just stepping onto a field. We're stepping into history. This is about a time to show what resilience looks like, to show to the world that when the odds are stacked against us, we don't break, we break through. Remember why you started this. Remember what and who we're fighting for. Remember every single moment of adversity has led you to this stage, the opportunity, this chance to rewrite the narrative, right? So tonight, I want all of you to play for each other, play for the dream, play like you've already won. Because in the face of adversity, the fact is that we're here together, stronger than ever. That's victory in itself. Now, all I can ask is that you go out there and we show what champions are made of. This is our moment. This is our game. This is our story. This is Saturday Night Wolfpack.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
a thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's how to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion. The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. I got it for real. Still keep me going. I wake up and hustle. You won't see me buckle. I've been in the field. Man of the town. You been in your fields. I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty. Either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been high like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents. This mine. The moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Saturday night Wolfpack. It is going to be a great show. Let me tell you. How's everybody doing? Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. This is going to be a great show. We have a lot to talk about. A lot. Everyone, stop what you're doing. Hit the like button. Turn on the notification bell. Right? Subscribe if you're new. Do whatever you need to do. Join the chat. Everybody is there. Joe Rist, I see you. Michael K and company. I'll get to you guys shortly. I know you're all there. We have a lot to talk about. First off, I want to say congratulations to Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, an unbelievable player. Not only is the guy an amazing receiver, he's also an amazing corner at the same time. I think it was very well deserved. To be honest, all the finalists were very well deserved. Don't get me wrong. I honestly thought the running back out of Boise, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, I thought he was going to win. But if I had to pick somebody, it would have been Travis Hunter. It's been a long time since we had a player of his stature, be there. I mean, especially when you look at it, you don't know, is he truly a wide receiver? Is he a truly corner? Or will he be one of those prolific athletes that can play both ways? No problem, right? That's a good question. It'll be very interesting. Very interesting. Other news, big news, aftermath of the OBJ release, right? And if you didn't know, the team and OBJ have come to a mutual agreement, and it's a non-injury settlement. So we're off the hook in regards to, the financial basis of the OBJ contract, right? I do have some interesting news. An anonymous person, well, not really anonymous, someone by the name of S. Thompson, 19, sent me a photo of OBJ at the Greyhound. And I kid you not, this is what I received. And S. Thompson, whoever you are, pretty cool. I heard that, from what I understand, S. Thompson is the one that took this photo. So very, very interesting that OBJ is at the Greyhound on his way out of Miami. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. I'm curious to what you guys think about that. I know when we signed OBJ, I was kind of excited, not because of the fact that I thought he would perform, like he was like 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago, but more so the fact that I thought we finally had a third down receiver that I could count on third down, right? Get that additional like 2 or 3 yards up the field to get us the first down, right? I didn't expect worldly numbers from OBJ, not at all. I expected maybe a couple hundred yards. I would say at most maybe 600 to 800 yards at most, and a handful of touchdowns, right? Maybe like 4 or 5 touchdowns. That's what I was expecting. But I don't know, the rumors are that OBJ's heart wasn't in it. It took him forever to come off of IR or whatever they had him on, PUP list or whatever. And it was for an injury that I don't even think he really had. Right? Comes off the injury, and, he said he doesn't even know if he was really going to play football or not. It's very, very interesting. And I'm really curious to find out what is the reason for his mindset. Right? We're talking about a guy that has won the Super Bowl, has played in big games. Even last season with Baltimore, the guy still, he wasn't like god worldly, like world beater, but he definitely, performed when needed to. He did what he was asked to do. Right? And it just never took off. I don't know why. That's very interesting. Other huge news, AI has told me that Skynet has fallen. Skylar Thompson has officially been released. No surprise there. I don't have any tears for him at all. I was kind of interested to see what he could do. But if you really look at it, he, to be honest, he just didn't do anything different. He looked the same. He didn't grow. The growth wasn't there. He didn't move from step A to step B in his growth and development, right? He didn't there was no elevation to his game at all, right? In fact, I would argue that he digressed. I would argue that. So that's the reality of it. So am I surprised they released him? No, we really needed the offensive help, both on the wide receiver end as well as, bringing in a few guys to handle our offensive line. That I don't know what's going on. We're getting injuries left and right. Austin Jackson's out for the year, obviously. Teron Armstead, he's not playing, right? It'll be very interesting what they decide to do, right? So, and did we really need OBJ? Was he doing anything for us? No, he didn't. I think I might get some flack for this, but the most prolific thing I saw him do was lay a block during a running play, right? Every attempt we attempted to throw the ball to him, he couldn't catch it. Even the one time that it was an amazing, he had the ball in hand and everything, and he couldn't come down with it. And the opportunities were there. You never maximized on the opportunities. And that's what was the issue there. So if it's a mutual thing, you don't want to be here and we don't want you, fine. No big deal. We'll move on. Anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see who we got here. We got a lot of people in here. We got, of course, Michael K is first one in the door. Daniel Berry Sports, how you doing, sir? Ms. Relentless, how you doing? Joe Rist, hello as always. Sheba Army Brat, what's up? Speaking of Army, did anybody watch the Army-Navy game? Man, I expected Army to really show up. They've had a great season and everything, and they got spanked, right? Army got spanked by a bunch of seamen and midshipmen. Unbelievable. So, but I will say, watching the game and watching the atmosphere at an Army-Navy game, was super cool, right? Super cool. The atmosphere was very energizing, elevating. Seeing everybody in their uniform and how proud they were, to serve our country and everything. Shout out to the men and women of the armed forces, really. Shout out to all of them, right? It was a super awesome atmosphere. I'm very surprised Navy won, though. Still very surprised there. Jamie Reichart, how you doing, sir? Shout out to you. Scott Jackson, been a while, sir. Shout out to you. Lewis is in the chat. I see you, Lewis. What's up, sir? How you doing? I'll be dropping the link soon, people. So whoever wants to come up, we'll talk some ball. We'll talk about the keys to the game, which I'm going to do before I drop the link. What I expect for tomorrow. Ghost, how you doing, sir? G, how you doing, G? All right, I think if I missed anybody, I am so sorry. Oh, David J, how you doing, sir? So shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. We got a lot to talk about. All right. Keys to the game. Big game tomorrow against the Houston Texans, right? Big game. a lot on the line, specifically for the Miami Dolphins, right? You look at this, who has more to lose in this game? The Miami Dolphins have a lot more to lose. The Texans, yeah, they could lose to us and not care. They have the next two opponents for them, I think, are a little bit more worrisome to them than we are, right? You look at who they have next. I think they after us, they have Baltimore and then Kansas City still. That'll be very interesting in what the Houston Texans do. But in other news, in regards to the Texans, and let me bring my notes up here that I took earlier. Here we go. The Texans this season, let's take a look here. 1 second. So they're averaging about 23.7 points per game, right? 114 yards per game. And that's rushing. And 246 yards passing, right? I do expect a huge game in the passing game. Joe Mixon is somebody I would be kind of concerned about. So you do have that person to worry about. But I'm here to tell you, I know the keys to CJ Stroud. That's big news, right? You're probably asking, Ali, how do you have the keys to CJ Stroud? I've watched this man play for his whole college career at Ohio State. I watched him play Michigan, right? An inferior team at that point, going up against Ohio State. I saw what they did to stop him, right? I've seen several teams beat CJ Stroud in his college career. And the keys to getting to CJ Stroud is applying pressure. Stop the run, apply the pressure. Cause chaos and havoc, in the backfield. Get in his face. Even if you're not sacking him, make sure that he can feel you. He will fold. I guarantee it. Snoop Doggy Dogg was on Get Up. He was on ESPN, one of the shows on ESPN, and he was talking about CJ Stroud and does he still believe in him and whatnot. And he actually said that, yes, I still believe in him, but it's not going to be as good as what it was last year. Why teams have him figured out? They do. There's tape on him. It's not hard to figure him out. The keys to stopping the Texans is stop Joe Mixon and apply pressure and let our secondary do what it does. That is the key. Wow. True Fin Fan says the season was lost to DeMar Hamlin's bicep. Too big a hole. Damn. Damn. True Fin Fan says it's going to be Texans 34, Miami 20. Well, if it's Texans 34, then that means that Texans are going to outscore their average. So they're going to have to beat us, to be honest. But I agree with what Color said on the space today, on Lewis's space. Color says that the way that Miami has to play defense is how we play defense against the Rams. That defense shows up, then we can beat this team. I agree with that. That team brought pressure consistently. That's what that defense did to the Rams. Right? They stopped the run and they took care of business behind the backfield, in the backfield with the quarterback. That's how you beat the Texans. Yes, they have Nico Collins. Yes, they have Joe Mixon, and among other receivers as well that they have, right? They have, I would argue that they have some very good tight ends over there. I want to say Schultz is over there, as well as some other tight end that they have that's really good, right? But let's not act like we don't have a tight end, right? We have a tight end that showed up at the best moment in overtime. We have 3 super fast running backs, right? We have the speed. And for you Tuaneers that are out there, we have a Tua, right? Is it sexy? Maybe not, but hey, they do say he's the most accurate quarterback in the league, right? His pocket presence is elite from what I'm being told. And we're going to need him to have elite pocket presence because what the defense of the Texans do have, they may not have the secondary, but they definitely have the front 4, right? They have 2 guys, Will Anderson and another guy that I want to say each one of them have like 10 sacks apiece, right? They're going to be coming. They're going to be coming after Tua. Our offensive line is going to have to play above their ability and execute. That's what's going to have to happen on offense. We're going to have to execute, take care of the ball, establish the run, and we're going to have to throw. We are going to have to throw the ball this game. That's how we're going to win. Ghost says, I don't think we have the D-line or even the cornerbacks to stop the Texans. Tomorrow could be a long day for us. Maybe. You might be right. But I think there's always, if there's a will, there's a way. And I think that the Miami Dolphins, if they truly want to stay alive in this season, I think the game is going to have to come down to putting everything on the field. This is a game that I want my players to play, balls to the wall, lights out, whatever it takes. Put your body on the line. Because that's how important this game is to your season. We lose this game, it's done. You might as well not bring back Bradley Chubb or Cam Good off of IR, right? You might as well not do that. You might as well bench Tua, put in whatever backup that we have for the rest of the season. You might as well just start, your second and third string receivers for the rest of the season. Because what's the point? What's the point? We lose the game, you turn around and you try to establish any draft capital you can because that's the only play at that point. But if they really are hanging their hat up already and they weren't really going to come to play, do you really think we would have beaten the Jets? The Jets were putting a number on us. What was the point of really putting in all that effort if they were really ready to hang the hat up? Actually, Miss Relentless, I heard that OBJ might go to the, believe it or not, he might be a Buffalo Bill. That's what I heard. They have interest in him, supposedly. That's what a source that I listened to told me. However, I do think he could end up becoming a Ram also. I heard they're interested, but they like him. He played with them. He won the Super Bowl with them. Makes sense. $72 Undefeated says, did we win or the Jets wanted better draft position? That is a great question. Did we win that game? That is a great question. Put it in the chat. If you think that we won that game, Put it in the chat. Joe Riss says the Jets were clearly trying to win. They look like it, at least for the 95% of the game until the end. I didn't know what they were doing at that point. That is true. Color has a great point. We could have deferred the OT coin toss. I definitely agree with that. Color, you know your spot's ready, bro. I already shared the chat in the link in the chat. So come on up whenever you're ready. But yeah, we could have deferred it. But no, we wanted it more. We weren't out yet. This team still has some fire in it. Tyreek this week mentioned, made certain comments that alluded to, wanting to be here and wanting to play. Good evening, Color. How you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty good. Thank you for coming on up. But Color, the chat is questioning if we really won that game against the Jets or not.
Well, yeah, I think both can be true.
Mm-hmm.
Like we wanted to win and the Jets didn't. And if we didn't want to win, you make a good point. We had to have wanted to win because if we didn't, we wouldn't have accepted the coin toss. We would have deferred.
Yeah, we would have deferred.
Which is a perfectly valid thing to do.
Yeah.
In some cases, if you want to just go ahead and try to stop them, that way you go right into sudden death. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. No, you wouldn't defer it, but still, though, if somebody was really hell bent on losing the game.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I honestly think we wanted to win that game regardless. We're not out. You know what I mean? We're not out of the playoffs yet. Until we're out and you have the official we've been eliminated, right? In my opinion, you put it all on the field, bro. You put it all on the field. You rewrite the narrative by putting it all on the field. Right? And for me, I think that we still have a chance. A lot of people are saying that this Texans team is going to come out and kill us, but they haven't averaged more than 24 points a game, right? They haven't averaged more than 114 yards on the ground. And, they're
totally basing that take on our results again in these situations.
I got you. All I'm saying is that if you look at their averages, they're really just an average team, kind of like what you guys, they're an average team. I do agree. And I quoted you. You said if we come out looking like the defense that played against the Rams, we will win this game. And I agree with that 100%. That defense came and terrorized the Rams, and that's how we won. The offense didn't have to be sexy. They just had to get enough points on the board, and the defense took care of the rest, right? And that's exactly what I think the game plan needs to be. Terrorize the hell out of CJ Stroud and stop the run. So, what do you think?
Totally agree.
Yeah. So, Bryson, how you doing, sir? Shout out to you. Let's see here. What else we got? What was the effing point of having Odell, Isaiah Wynn, Chubb, and Good on this roster, or even not active? We just look stupid. Well, Isaiah Wynn, honestly, he had an injury that I guess was going to take a lot longer than expected. Plus, we got him pretty inexpensive, so it kind of made sense. He was a decent starter for us the year prior. In regards to Cameron Good, if memory serves me right, Color, he had the season-ending injury last season, right? As well as Chubb did too. Chubb's, I guess, was a lot worse than expected. But he has been in practice. He's been practicing. They just haven't activated him yet. And last time I checked, they haven't activated him for this game either, which kind of surprised me. I thought this game would be a game that you need everybody you possibly can have. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And fresh faces. I mean, I'd like to see if Good can get into the backfield. That'd be nice. Be a nice relief for what we've been rolling with. The rookie and all.
Gotcha. El Cap says that he'll be coming through. He's finishing up his shift as an Uber driver.
I see.
Yeah. Just kidding, El Cap. Just kidding. We've been on
like what he said to me, giving his brother-in-law a ride home. Sounds like an Uber driver to me.
Yeah, no, I was just kidding. I've been harassed, like messing with El Cap. I was like saying that he was getting bodied by Lewis left and right, which isn't a lie, but I mean, it's still... El Cap, Color, it's your number one fan. CCRR is here.
Oh, cool.
And Jose M, how you doing, sir? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. I hate missing people. Yeah. So, Color, Mikey's the defense was stop the run and terrorize the shit out of CJ Stroud because he will fold, right? What are your keys on offense, though? What do you think we should do offensively?
Exploit the fact that they're the 31st ranked pass defense against touchdowns.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we got to keep moving the ball. I mean, however we got to do it. If we can't run, then we've got to supplement that run with short passing game. It's been effective the past few weeks. And another key is Tua's got to get out the pocket, man. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, he has to get out of the pocket. And for me, he needs to make sure he uses that elite pocket presence that everybody talks about. Not saying that he doesn't have it. All I'm saying is that he needs to use that skill when you're going up against Will Anderson and company on their D-line. Their D-line.
Right, the other big key is tomorrow is not the day to be chastising players and making points and all that. It needs to be all hands on deck, and everybody needs to touch the ball.
Everybody needs to touch the ball. Mm-hmm.
He needs to go full high school mode.
I'm glad you brought.
Everybody's got to touch the ball. It's the rules.
That is true, 100%. Color, it's really interesting you brought up high school. Because, and let me find it real quick. 1 second. I'm going to share a photo. According to Joe Shad, Miami Dolphins linebacker Anthony Walker, with one of his gifts of the year, he got his teammates, including Tua, their high school jerseys.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So the fact that you're saying that Tua needs to play like he's in high school, go back to high school Tua, how fitting with the fact that was the Christmas gift by Anthony Walker, the high school jersey.
Yeah, Mike, I've already tried like 3 times just since I've been up here tonight to give you one, and Cap keeps blocking it, man.
Yeah, dude, Cap is the real gatekeeper. We're just pawning his game, bro. Just to be honest. So, Crypto, come on, bro.
Hold on. I've got the one up the Blitz pickup here. Hold on a second, Ali. I got to do this for Mike here.
No worries.
YouTube studio. Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Crypto, I put the chat in the put the link in our text chat, the team text chat. Check it out.
Oh, crypto is going to come up here and tell us all how we're wrong because we ain't done nothing, and all them pretty stories about 31st ranked pass defense against touchdowns and all that. It's all real cute, but
No, but I will say, speaking of 31st, what I've read and from my understanding is that the Texans' offensive line is one of the worst in pass blocking. Their pass protection, I heard, is abysmal, and it's caused CJ Stroud to see some of the most pressure in the league. Like, he's one of the QBs that gets almost the most pressure.
I wonder where you heard that at.
I read it as well as heard it, but that's what I've been hearing. Miami Kid J, this Miami J keeps changing his name, bro. Every time I turn around, he has a new name.
I know, right? By the way, Ali, that's third highest pressure rate in the league, behind Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson.
Damn.
You know what else I just noticed? 1,429 yards after catch.
Who's that?
CJ Stroud.
Well, I mean, he does have some good receivers. Nico Collins is the big one. I expect Ramsey to be all over him. And then I think they have a receiver, and quote me if I'm wrong, because I think he may have had an injury. Don't they have like Tank Dell and some other receivers over there? Whatever happened to Diggs? What happened to Diggs over there?
I'm not sure. But you know what's interesting is the quarterback with the lowest, like the active quarterback, because there's a lot of quarterbacks that, like running backs, that threw one ball and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
For the quarterbacks that played regularly, Anthony Richardson, we could throw him out. Cooper Rush, Bryce Young, Jameis Winston, and Trevor Lawrence, Will Levis, and then of course, at only 848 yards after catch, Russell Wilson. That just proves that what I tell you all about him all the time is his game is roll out of the pocket and throw the bomb. That's his entire game. He has like low yards after catch.
Yeah. Diggs is on IR is what the chat is saying. So that's what happened. I think his brother just went on IR, had season-ending surgery or something as well. Yeah, I heard that's what he's going to have. So...
but no, that third highest pressure rate is 27 point something %.
Mm-hmm.
That means that we should be able to get pressure on him 1 out of roughly every 3 dropbacks.
Yep.
And what we do on those is up to our defense. Force a turnover, get a sack, whatever it is. Because just because he's under pressure don't mean he ain't going to make some amazing throw.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously there's still a winning team, even with that pressure rate. So he's obviously making something happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that we're gonna have to make sure that we manage. I mean, one thing you also have to look at, Color, is that are you worried or concerned that about our organic pressure? Are we going to have enough organic pressure on the field, or do you think Weaver's going to have to create some exotic schemes and bring blitzes from different directions?
Well, we're going to do that anyway, but because we're designed to get organic pressure, that's the reason you put 4 men on the front.
Mm-hmm.
But if that doesn't, it all depends on how successful that is. If we need to get in the backfield using a blitz, we will. But ideally, you know what I mean? If you're constantly having 4 men, that leaves you a little limited in the secondary, which we've seen, rear its head. But that is the scheme. So it really is about getting that pressure home before the ball gets out in a way that can be caught.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is that the quicker you get home with those 4 guys, The closer your defenders are still to their receivers. That's the idea behind it. But it's also constant, pressure on the O-line all day when you've always got 4 guys up front coming at you. It makes those well-timed blitzes work even better.
Yeah.
Which we've seen quite effectively from the likes of Jalen Ramsey on the corner.
So I was looking at their pass coverage color, right? They have a linebacker, which I think is a linebacker we have looked at when we were looking at drafting at one point. Do you remember the name Henry Tuo?
Oh, yeah. 2020?
Yes.
0202? Or
the completion
R2D2?
he has allowed is 81.8.
C3PO?
Yes, C3PO. But he is allowed 81.8% completion rate. I expect him to be targeted by Tua, or at least in that direction, if you know what I mean.
Right.
The other guy that I was kind of concerned, only because, he's kind of a dirty player, Aziz Al-Shair is suspended from what I understand. Let's see who else we got here. Their next highest after Aziz Al-Shair is Jalen Pright. Their safety has allowed 63.6% completion rate. Yeah. So very, very interesting. I have some defensive stats if you want to know them. Color, by the way. Ryan AP, how's it going, sir? J Miami Sports. We got J Miami Sports. We got Miami Kid J. What does this guy have, like a burner account or some kind of color?
Well, I don't know, but I can tell you this, Ollie. The longer our offense is on the field, early on, like if you notice that our offense is going on some pretty decently long drives,
yeah,
that could indicate a good sign for the whole day. Because the Texans are second in the league in number of plays per drive allowed. They're first in the league in time of possession allowed per drive. The first in the league in yardage allowed per drive, and 9th in the league in points per drive. So we're either going to have to score on a couple plays, or we're going to have to beat that top-ranked defense in moving the ball down the field. So if you notice us the first few drives moving the ball down the field and holding on to it for not long drives, but decently sufficient drives, that could be a good sign for the whole day, because that means that something is collapsing on their defense.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not so much worried about the passing game. What I am kind of worried about is the protections that we allow.
Well, on the other side of the ball, Ali, it's the exact opposite.
Mm-hmm.
They're 21st in the league in average time per drive, 25th in average number of plays, 21st in yardage per drive, and 19th in points per drive. So if you juxtapose that to our team, you'd see that that's where our best is. We're second in the league in time of possession per drive, 6th in number of plays per drive, 15th in yardage per drive, obviously, and 17th in points per drive. But of course, those numbers are still skewed by the fact that we had no offensive production for 4 games. On the other side of the ball, we're middle of the road. A little better than middle of the road. We're 12th against time of possession per drive, 11th in number of plays per drive, 12th in yardage per drive, and 15th in points per drive.
Color, let me ask you something, because this question keeps coming up. If Lamb is out, who plays right tackle?
Ryan Hayes.
There's Ryan Hayes. What about this scenario? And we've tried him out at tackle and it hasn't worked out, but he has improved his game at guard enough that he's really our starter at guard. What if you moved Eichenberg out to one of the tackle positions and bring in Isaiah Wynn as your other guard?
Well, haven't we done that before and Tua got creamed?
That is true. I do think that did happen. You're probably right. I'm just curious if do we give him a second chance, basically?
Well, right tackle would be the guy protecting Tua's blind side, correct?
Yeah, I would probably put what's his name over there?
But to tell you the truth, I'm wanting Tua to get out of pockets anyway. I don't care if they're clean or not. So he shouldn't even really need his blind side protected tomorrow.
Yeah, but
if he's standing in the pocket enough to need his blind side protected, we're losing anyway.
I hear what you're saying, Color, but you got to here's the part that I need to be a little bit realistic, right? You got Daniel Hunter on one side and you got Will Anderson on the other side.
I understand, but that's why I'm saying if he's choosing to get out of there earlier, he can outflank them and get himself into open space. Sort of like Lewis had mentioned earlier in the space, sort of like a run and shoot style offense. Just get him right out of the pocket right away.
I see what you're saying. I've
been calling for that for 3 seasons, Ali. Either move the pocket away from him or get him out of it. One or the other. Because it opens up everything for him, dude. He does so much better finding receivers when he's away from the pocket, man.
This is true.
Nobody can argue with that. I figured his supporters would be like marching with me on that.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Color. I mean, you look at
we watch all these highlight films of his college, right? What is he doing, Ali? He's getting out of the pocket.
Even the game against Baltimore, right? That was like the big one where he scored like 5 or 6 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, I mean,
even this touchdowns that if you look at, and I'm just going to use this as a small example, I want to say every touchdown that he's found someone that's not named Tyreek or Waddle, i.e. River Craycraft, for example, it's because he's out of the pocket.
Yeah, even well, here's the thing, Ali. Even the passes that he hit Tyreek on that weren't touchdowns. Notice how Tyreek was all of a sudden wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Now fast forward to Waddle being wide open against the Rams or whoever it was. And then Jonnu being wide open against the Raiders or whoever it was. You know what I mean? Because he's getting himself out of the pocket, all of a sudden you're seeing that separation. It's not that the receivers are getting more. It's that, think about it, Ali. If I'm standing there facing you and Crypto's standing behind you, welcome, Crypto, by the way. He's back there, Ali. I don't know if you noticed. But if I'm standing in front of you and I look at you and Crypto's behind you, he's covered. He has no separation. But if I take 5 steps to the left, all of a sudden he's 5 yards beyond you because the angle is different.
Yeah, I completely understand. I guess for me, I'm just concerned because, like, if I'm a quarterback and I'm I'm looking to the right and I'm looking at the left, I'm looking at Will Anderson and I'm looking at Dan Hunter. It's like asking the devil to dance. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, which one you want?
So the moment that pocket spreads clean, run right through the middle of it.
Yeah,
eat up some yardage.
I see what you're saying. What's up, Crypto? Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, I'm just stopping by real quick because I'm out here at the H-Town meet and greet, so everybody's kind of piling into the multi-guard. So they multi-guard.
I got you.
At the bar getting wasted, and I'm about to go get me a plate here in a few moments.
Just whatever you do when you're in Houston, don't say Houston or Dallas sucks when you're at the bar, man. I hear they'll come after you. That's what I heard.
No, I think this particular bar we had is sectioned off. See, it's already been reserved, so it's safe to say that here. That's the bar right there.
You should walk in there with a St. Louis Cardinals hat on.
Prime 44 is a space.
Crypto, you should walk in there with a St. Louis Cardinals hat on.
Back to that space. What's it called? Show me the sign.
Prime 44.
What is that? A
Sports
strip
bar and
club?
grill. Yeah, it's a sports
know,
club.
right?
It's a sports
Look at
bar
that.
and grill.
Or it looks like
Light.
it's
Prime 44.
Looks like a
Yeah, it's
grocery
nice.
store, bro.
It probably was at one point. It probably could have been a small grocery store.
Oh my god! It looks like, you know what it looks like? A color. It looks like an
Yeah,
old.
it could have been a little small one.
It's an old Albertsons, possibly. If you remember,
Right, right. Oh,
I
yeah.
like the little sign there.
That's funny. That's funny.
H-Town Dolphins. They all out here at H-Town.
Brown Dolphins.
Somebody
That's-
made a little flag.
I like that. I like
That's
that.
the little locals in H-Town. It's cool.
Speaking of which, when I was at the team store color, right, during the last game, I ventured in there, even though I waited in the crazy line just to get in. And they have a lot of shirts that you don't really see on their site or anything that have that dolphin look that everyone's asking for. And I'm like, why don't they just make this the official logo, bro? I almost like wanted to go up to somebody. Can you make this the official logo? I mean, it's an actual mean, angry, aggressive-looking dolphin, and I'm like, they need to put this logo on everything. So,
I do have a new microphone, Michael K. I'm trying them all out. That's the thing. I'm on a new mic each time. I got
shut
the
up!
traveling earbuds now. I don't have my boom mic.
Wow, Mike has his wrench finally color. That's awesome. Shout out to everybody. I'm gonna drop the link.
Mike has a wrench.
Yes, Mike Best has a wrench finally.
Yeah, I had to do it when
Tony and Alex is about to
wasn't
come here. Tony and Alex supposed to be showing up here soon.
Gotcha. Crypto, what is your?
Just don't let Capitan see you with that wrench, Mike.
That's true. Crypto, what is your prediction for the game tomorrow?
Hey, guess what? Here's Doc right here. You see, Doc, hang on, let me change the thing. Doc is here. Let me, yep, that's me. There we go, right there. That's Doc right there for you. The Doc.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
What
we
is-
out here.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was seeing if Tony was coming.
Yeah, I just talked.
You talked to him?
Yeah, I just talked.
Okay.
that's
Pretty good.
for you people in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, I was waiting on him to see if he's coming out. Yeah, him and Alex. Alex was with him too. Yeah.
Yeah. For you people in the chat.
Everybody's here, man.
For you people in the chat
Something
who don't know, Doc
else.
is a former NFL player for the Houston Oilers. He actually played alongside with Warren Moon, which is really freaking awesome. Warren Moon is my second favorite all-time quarterback in the league. My first, obviously, is Dan Marino, right? Nobody's better than Dan the Man Marino, in my opinion. But Warren Moon, what did things that I had never seen before, right? That guy, and Crypto, you've watched Warren Moon play. This guy could throw from one end of the field to the other end. Like it
I'm
was
pretty sure that's where we literally took the word moonshot from, Ali.
Yeah. Not only could the guy throw from one end of the field to the other, he could run. He was like your dual threat cannon of an arm, quarterback. It was awesome, right? And Doc Brown, who's a big Dolphins fan, got to play with him. I do want to know, there was a question asked in the space, would Doc Brown wear a Dolphins jersey if he was asked to come to the field for some, memorial event for that
Right,
team?
like if the Texans had some kind of honoring the Oilers or something, you know what I mean? Like,
Imagine if it's honoring the Oilers at a Miami Dolphins game. You know what I mean? Like it's Miami, Houston, and they did that. Which jersey is he wearing? That's what I want to know.
well, I'm thinking, Ali, if he wears the aqua blue from the Tannehill era, the late Tannehill era, right? When we first changed to the new logo, that aqua might pass for Houston Oilers blue. So he might get away with it. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's definitely true.
Because theirs was like a baby blue or a sky blue.
I like the old school baby blue Oilers jersey. I thought it was fire too. I definitely.
And technically, it's really the same blue that the Titans still have. It's just it looks different against the darker blue and the white. You know what I mean? They don't have that red that the Oilers used to have. Remember, Oilers had red face masks, like a dark red.
Yep. That is true. Crypto, real quick, I know you're going to be going to the meet and greet. Do you have any predictions for tomorrow's game? You might not be able to hear us.
Yep, sounds about like what he would predict anyway. A whole lot of nothing.
Damn.
Sounds like we're getting shut out, Ali.
Jose M is trying to say Noodle Arm is Chad Pennington by definition. Chad Pennington was a pretty good damn quarterback in my opinion. He used to have a hell of an arm too.
I mean, pretty much Ms. Relentless. If we win out and Denver wins all their games, we're in. Because it'll knock the Charger, it'll give Denver the 6th seed, and it'll knock the Chargers and the Colts away from the 7th seed for us.
Color, can we bring that? Maybe you bring up the playoff machine,
Sure.
and can we do that? Because
I want to show something in particular, Ali, is that earlier I ran a simulation where I had the Texans losing to us, losing next week.
Yeah.
And as long as they win their last 3 games or their last 2 against the Chiefs and the Ravens, they do not move from the 4th seed whatsoever. So technically speaking, but yet they still have to beat the Ravens and Chiefs.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, they have absolutely nothing but higher things to play for. In other words, when it comes to their division against the Colts and all that, they literally have nothing to play for the next 2 weeks.
Interesting.
The only thing winning the next 2 weeks will do is allow them to lose against one of those 2 better teams and not get stolen by the Colts.
That's true. That's definitely true.
They have to win those 2 games anyway. So if they do, the Colts don't have hope anyway, even if the Texans lose their next 2 ball games.
So
They're
I was
stuck in
playing
4th right now.
I was playing with the playoff machine, and how I was looking at it, it looks like we need the Chargers to lose against the Broncos.
Right.
And we also need the Bengals to lose to the Broncos.
It would help. Here's the thing, Ali, and I know Crypto kind of got fired up when I brought this up the other day about the Texans not really having much to play for. I'm not looking for a reason to get an easy game. I'm not looking for hopes and wishes. What I'm saying is, when we game plan for this game, we have to realize that teams need to pick their spots. They have to beat the Chiefs and Ravens. So that's on the table for them no matter what. And if they do that, it saves them from any losses they have the next 2 weeks anyway. So what I'm saying is, when we go to game plan for that, we have to realize that teams have to pick their spots. It's a long season for the teams that are competing for the Super Bowl. You have got to take a chance at some point during the season and get guys healthy, bro. They're already down a corner or a DB tomorrow that's critical for them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see them I just don't see them being it. Like, it's not that they're not, it's a case just like the Buffalo Bills last week, dude. They're not good. Certainly they're trying to win. You know what I mean? But they're trying to do it in a way that's kind of stealing a win, because they're not necessarily treating us the way they would the Baltimore Ravens or the Kansas City Chiefs. And they may organizationally, they may be treating us like that. They may be saying the right things. But in the psychology of the human players, they just don't respect us the way they do the other teams. And they could be, they could be mistaken in doing that, because when you do look at all the numbers and how their season's gone, they're feeling better about themselves over us than they actually are. And we're feeling down on ourselves more than we should.
Yeah, I kind of agree that, we're looking down on ourselves a lot more than what we should. So I definitely agree with that.
You look at raw production and stats this year, bro, with Tua at the helm. There's no reason we should be hanging our heads low right now.
No,
we have every bit of chance to win this game as any other. What we've been shown is that we don't, and that we don't execute in these situations. But it has nothing to do with not being able to.
Yeah, we can definitely do it. It's just a matter of execution. That's what it's always a matter of, Color, no matter what. That's why the Patriots were so good, because they executed perfectly, right? It didn't matter who backup center.
If I put my money on something, it would be that we don't show up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't blame anybody for putting their money on that. That's what the statistics have shown, that we don't show up in these situations. But that's far different an argument than whether we have the ability to or not.
Mike Best, I was watching it prior to the show. I will pick up where I left off as soon as I'm done with the show. But yeah, so that was some. I don't know if anybody's watching Saturday night main event. It's a WWE event that's a tribute to the classic Saturday nights during the 80s that they used to have.
Let me ask you this, Ali. Is Gonzaga winning by at least 3 right now?
Oh, I don't know if Gonzaga is winning by 3. I have no idea. Yeah,
I got plus odds that they would win by 3, at least. I couldn't turn it down. I'm like, you kidding me, Gonzaga? Yeah.
So I learned something today, Color. So Bill Belichick officially is the University of North Carolina head coach, right? He said it was a dream come true. He always wanted to coach college, but it had to be the right situation, right? I didn't know this, but I guess his dad coached for UNC way back in the day.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, because they presented him with a short sleeve version of his sweatshirt that he likes to wear, right? The iconic Bill Belichick look. And he brought with him I guess it was a jersey from his dad, a sweatshirt from his dad's team, that because his dad coached in the 50s, I guess, over there. So I thought that was kind of interesting, how like the full circle of things, how it works. So I thought it was pretty cool. Obviously, people are like, why do you care about Bill Belichick? Hey, I'm just happy he went to college. He'll never beat Shula's record. What can I say? I didn't care where he went as long as he didn't beat Shula's record, to be honest. I want Shula to hold on to that.
Yeah, apparently Gonzaga's losing by 6, but it's the third quarter, man.
Yeah.
You might as well be losing to them if you're winning in the third quarter. I bet you all them people right now are taking the money on UConn, and then Vegas is going to burn them all when Gonzaga goes on like a 30-point run in the fourth. Oh, they only have 3 periods in college basketball?
No, they should have 4 quarters.
Well, it said the third when I looked.
That means third quarter.
Right, that's what I thought. What else would it mean? It wouldn't mean the third half.
Wait, you might be right though. Hold on. I forget college basketball. I haven't watched college basketball in years, man. Hold on a second.
Well, they have a halftime, so how could they have a halftime? Oh no, I read it wrong. It's 3:25 in the second, so they're saying second half.
Yeah, it's second half. They
don't have quarters. They just got first half and second half.
I had to rethink it. Sorry.
Look who y'all. Look who that is. That's a blitz pickup right there. That's one half of the blitz pickup.
Show the shirt.
I want to show the shirt.
Shout out
Damn,
to
Gonzaga, you suck.
Hey, we
I don't know why everybody likes Gonzaga, bro. They suck, man.
what's up.
They're like the Hurricanes of college basketball.
There go Alex. There go Alex right there.
What up, man?
What's up, Alex?
Outside
How you
always.
doing?
Outside always.
So,
Yeah.
Crypto, did he drive the official Blitz pickup truck over there?
The Blitz? I don't even know.
Right, the Blitz pickup. It's a Chevy 1500. It's like a 1979 Chevy Silverado.
Yeah. I don't even know, color.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have dropped the link. I'm gonna drop it again. Anyone want to come up and talk ball with us? Come hang out. I'm probably gonna go for about 2 hours. So, anybody want to come up? Color, you gonna bring up the
Oh, that thing?
the playoff
Yeah,
machine?
that thing. Oh, but before we do that, Ali, I wanted to show you guys. I showed this on the space earlier, but I wanted to make it known to the YouTube community that, in fact, Copilot's AI from Microsoft,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all two in ears might want to sit down for this. Microsoft's AI hates Tua.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Look at this right here, bro. Okay. Last night I was doing research and I asked AI from Copilot, now show me the points per game with only Tua playing. And for those of you just listening, it responded, in 2024 regular season, the Miami Dolphins averaged 12.4 points per game in the games where Tua played. So I responded, that disagrees with my calculation. Y'all know I use the color calculator around here. It's never wrong. So I told AI, that disagrees with my calculation. And AI comes back and says, I appreciate you pointing that out. I double checked, and you're right. The Miami Dolphins averaged 25 points per game in the games where Tua played in the 2024 regular season.
That's funny.
Why would it have lied to me? It double checked. Well, you didn't. You got to double check. You're a computer. It's the same information no matter how many times I ask the question.
What company is the AI app through?
Microsoft. It's Copilot.
Copilot. The reason I
Yeah.
asked is I look at what company that company is associated with when it comes to sports networks. So that's why I inquired, what company it was. Because if they're associated with like Fox Sports, they hate to us.
Right. Well, I had already done the math weeks ago or a week or two ago. It was 25. So I figured I just didn't feel like doing the math again to see how much it changed. So I just asked AI. I don't really usually ask AI stuff, but I figured if it told me right around 25, I would go with it because that's what my calculation was a week or so ago. And when it told me 12.5, I'm like, excuse me, how is that even possible if he's had 3 games scoring over 30 points? How is that even possible?
Talking about that AI thing, Color?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hmm.
They lying to me about Tua's points per game, man.
Yep, hating ass AI. What's up, everybody? Hit the like button,
All right,
everyone.
Ali, I'm bringing up the
All right,
machine
cool.
here.
Cool. What
What's
up?
up, Ali? Are we doing late night exo? Are we doing some shots, or what's going on? Are we taking donation shots or something?
Yeah, I've been waiting for you, I've dropped the link for people to come up and
By the way,
All
El Cap, Mike
Yeah.
Betts threatened me with my life if I didn't give him a wrench, bro. So I gave him one.
Oh, okay. Well, checks out. Checks
Yeah.
out.
he definitely did. He held him at gunpoint. I was a witness.
Damn.
So
Well, you'll have that. It is how it is. That's how some things are done in this country. So
all right, Color, walk us through this. Tell me how the Miami Dolphins can make the playoffs.
beating Houston tomorrow?
Obviously. Yep.
So we'll start there because it ain't happening if we don't.
Essentially, we have to win out. I understand that. We have to win out. Right. So tell me what has to happen outside of Miami.
So we've got, of course, the Colts and the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Colts hold a tiebreaker on us if we end up with the same record as them. So it's ideal because the Colts have very crappy teams left after the Broncos. So we need the Broncos to beat them tomorrow for a real shot. All right. Patriots lose to the Cardinals. Ravens beat the Giants. It doesn't really matter, but we'll say just to make it heavy on us, Bills beat the Lions. Jags beat the Jets. I'm having all of the Texans and Colts division winners or division opponents win just to make it even more heavy on us, right? So we got Dallas beating Carolina. Well, actually, I might have Carolina beating Dallas. Tampa and the Chargers. We really, really need the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat the Chargers, although the Chargers have a couple tough opponents beyond them to face. They got, I believe, Detroit or somebody like that, and they've got the Chiefs still. At least Chiefs and Broncos.
Listen, if the Chargers beat Tampa, they're going to the playoffs because even though they have the Broncos the following week, they have the Patriots and the whatchamacallit, the Raiders to end the season. Patriots and Raiders are both not
right. So we need the Bucks to beat the Chargers. Then Steelers and Eagles. Steelers won't affect us much, but there's still 4 games left. They could still get 7 losses, so we'll have the Eagles beat the Steelers because it's possible. Bengals and Titans, we're going to have the Titans beat the Bengals just because.
I think
we'll
you have
the
a better
Bengals beat the Titans. Fine.
I think you have a better shot of the Colts beating the Broncos than the.
Yeah, but the problem is, Cap, the Colts have trash on their schedule after the Broncos, dude.
I got you. I'm just telling you.
And if they only have to win one of those to knock us out of the playoffs for good.
Yeah.
If they beat the Broncos tomorrow, they only got to win one more game and we're out.
Well, then I could still see the Broncos winning, but I don't see the Bucks beating the Chargers. Could it happen? Absolutely. I hope it does, but I don't see it happening.
Why not?
I just don't, dog. I just don't see it happening. But
all right, well, we'll have the Chargers win. Then you got Vikings will beat the Bears, Falcons will beat the Raiders, Chiefs will beat the Browns, Washington will beat the Saints. I don't really need to do NFC, but I'm just doing it for posterity. Seahawks beat the Packers, which I fully expect. Now we go to weeks.
Cowboys beat the Panthers.
I have the Panthers winning that game.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, probably.
Week 16. Dolphins beat the Niners. We'll go Bengals beat the Browns can beat the Bengals, to be honest with you. Bengals beat the Browns. Titans and Colts. Are the Titans interested in playing spoiler or no?
Titans going to spoil it, dog.
I think Titans going to spoil it.
But the Broncos won't beat them, dude, really? It don't even matter anyway. They're already out. They're already out if the Broncos beat them. So we'll give the Titans the win. Well, let's make it hard on ourselves. Let's give it to the Colts for right now.
Yeah.
Detroit beats the Bears. Steelers, Ravens.
I think the Ravens win at home.
Okay. Chiefs and Texans. See what I'm saying? The Texans, like, they need to be focused on this game, not us, man. Chiefs win that one?
Yeah, Chiefs win it.
Okay. Tampa beats Dallas. Green Bay beats the Saints. Cardinals beat the Panthers, although that's up in the air. Falcons over Giants. Washington, Eagles. We'll go Washington. It's in Washington. We'll go LA beats the Jets. Jags beat the Raiders. Vikings beat the Seahawks. New England beats the Bills. No. I had to give that one to Mike.
Chargers,
All right, so
Broncos.
Chargers, Broncos.
I say Chargers win at home.
I think Broncos win it.
The seeds flip with them.
Right. Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton. Jim Harbaugh's got a more experienced quarterback. I'll go Chargers.
Again, I'm giving it to the Chargers.
Okay. So week 17 now. Ravens beat the Texans. Chiefs beat the Steelers. Well, maybe not. Buffalo beats the Jets. Titans beat the Jags. Tampa beats Carolina. Seahawks beat the Bears. Rams beat the Cardinals. Vikings beat the Packers. Saints beat the Raiders. Chargers beat New England.
Yeah.
Philly beats Dallas.
Really,
Broncos beat the Bengals. Bengals beat the Broncos.
I think the Bengals could beat the Broncos, dude, in their house.
All right.
I mean,
Washington beats the Falcons. Colts beat the Giants. Detroit beats San Fran, and we beat the Browns. We're in.
And it doesn't matter what happens in week 18. We still win.
Let's see. Texans finally get back off the snide and beat the Titans.
Yeah.
Okay. Colts beat the Jags. Broncos
Good.
beat the Chiefs and get back in until we beat the Jets.
Okay. Oh, man.
Chargers beat the Raiders. We're still in. Let's see who else. Steelers beat the Bengals. Bengals beat the Steelers. We go to the 6th seed if the Bengals beat the Steelers.
Damn. Could you imagine? Honestly,
y'all think, oh, we're just going to fall into the playoffs when we still have a chance to get the 6th seed? Are you serious?
I mean,
how's
honestly,
that falling in?
That would be pretty awesome if it was the fucking Ravens we were facing and not the Bills, to be honest with you, dog.
I would ask, who would you rather face, to be honest?
I would rather face the fucking Ravens. But then again, you have the odds of playing a team 3 times. But still,
what
that
it shows again, Cap,
favor.
is that there's a freaking mountain of football left to be played, bro.
Not if we don't win Sunday.
But for us, we have to win. It don't matter. That's the glory of it, is we know exactly what we got to do. But
what's crypto at? A quinceanera or some
how
shit?
we can get in, bro, we can still get the 6th seed.
Crypto's at this bar or club called Prime 44. I told him it looks like a gentleman's club.
Prime 44. Why do I know that?
It's in Texas.
Is a gentleman's club. He said it was.
Oh, I thought he said it was like a bar or a club.
No, he said it's a strip joint.
Yeah, it is, Ali.
It is a strip joint. I knew it. And that's Doc Brown with him.
That's Doc Brown with him, he says.
He's right there. You don't see him?
Well, everybody's got to bring a doctor with them to the strip joint, man. You know,
Yeah, dog, I need to know.
You ain't bringing a doctor, you ain't getting no girls to dance for you. That's all there is to it.
I mean, where's this at?
They're in Houston.
In Houston?
Yeah. They're hanging out with the H-Town Dolphins.
Okay, I see it. Yeah. In Galveston area, Houston area. Okay. All right.
Oh. Everyone, please donate to the channel. El Cap is really thirsty. He wants to take his shots. Please.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start drinking them anyhow for these losers. So,
but now you understand why our chances of making the playoffs if we win out go to like 90-something%, because there's so much football left to be played. As long as we beat the teams in front of us.
Well, here's the question, right? Chargers and Broncos need to lose 2 games. Well, we got to win all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. And
Chargers or Broncos need to lose 2. Not both.
Chargers or Broncos need to lose 2. If they only lose 1 and win the rest, then it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
And
really,
we hold the tiebreaker on the Broncos if we win out.
Really, if we win and keep winning and find ourselves in the last game of the year with dude, there could be 4 games that all affect the bottom, 2 seeds amongst 5 different teams or 4 different teams. That's probably what's going to end up happening. We see that happen every year now.
And tomorrow will tell us will tell us whether it's even worth us competing. Like if we don't beat the Texans tomorrow, then it wouldn't matter even if we still did fall in. Like that's the point of it. You beat the Texans, now you're like, okay, we win our last 3 games, and teams really will be afraid of us in the first round of the playoffs because we just showed we can do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Everyone smack the like button. I've dropped the link. Anyone that want to come up, talk some smack to El Cap, come on up.
That ain't going to do that.
What are you saying? They're too afraid, El Cap?
You goddamn right.
Don't be afraid of El Cap. He's been bodied all week by Lewis.
God. First of all, nobody even knows what you're talking about, Ali, because that's a lie.
It's not a lie. You just got to go on Twitter and listen to the spaces, bro. Lewis is sitting there yelling his head off at you constantly.
Just because I'm not there to sit around and defend myself for hours on end and people could talk when I ain't around, don't mean I'm getting bodied. What it means is I'm everybody's favorite everything is what it means.
Favorite everything.
That's what it means.
Oh, man, it's funny.
This whiskey is not that good.
So what are your thoughts about the whole, Odell thing?
That's a fine time to figure that out, Capitan, don't you think, man?
That the whiskey's not that good? Yeah, especially after like the whole bottle's gone. It's just not that great.
What's that, Ali?
I was saying, what were you guys'
the OBJ thing? I think
for example, I'll tell you, El Cap, I have exclusive photo that someone by the name of S. Thompson 19 sent me.
Okay.
Right? Of OBJ at the Greyhound.
Really? Let's see it. Holy shit, there he is.
Yeah. At the Greyhound station. Again, S. Thompson 19, whoever you are, thank you very much for sending that to me. I wonder if you were there taking the photo.
Ali. He was there to catch a Greyhound with him. It's S. Thompson 19.
Okay. Okay, so what you're saying is
Skylar Thompson.
S. Thompson?
S. Thompson 19. Skylar Thompson, number 19. That's who was also on the Greyhound. That's who sent it to you, Ali. Holy shit. Friend of the program, Skylar Thompson, who's been watching us since day one, sent you an exclusive photo of him and OBJ on their Greyhound ticket. I wonder where they'll end up, right?
He knows he's friends of the show because as soon as I was letting everybody know that he got cut so that he can take his place out in St. Louis as the Battlehawks' next quarterback,
so
then he sends you that photo. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that Greyhound is on its way to Missouri.
Probably.
So I doubt this happens, but it would be very fitting, to be honest, in a weird way. Buffalo Bills, from what I understood, elevated Mike White, I think, to the active squad. I think they elevated him, or they cut him. I couldn't remember. And if that's the case, watch him go to the Bills. Watch Skylar Thompson go to the Bills. That'd be funny as hell.
It'd be so apropos.
I don't know. I don't know where he'll end up, to be honest. He'll end up becoming the St. Louis Blackhawks new quarterback in the XFL. Maybe that's what will happen.
I think that's more likely.
Yeah. I was really just kidding. But no, I really do think
Gonzaga sucks, bro.
What was that, Color? What was that?
Gonzaga sucks, man.
Yeah. Mike Best, how dare you hold Color by gunpoint?
Yeah, bro, that was kind of raw stealing that wrench from me and all that, bro.
I was up there. Here, I'm coming to like try to defend myself on that because
Mike, don't let them lie on your name. They be trying to do that shit to me all the time, lying on my damn name, talking about people catching my dead
Whatever
body.
do you mean,
That's
El
a goddamn
Capitan?
lie. I ain't never been slept ever. I'm batting 10,000. They don't even have a percentage that can count as perfect as I am at this
you know
shit.
what they were saying. That color is like Chuck Norris because like he corrects AI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I corrected AI. That's right.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
And
Hey,
by the way, I tried to tell Mike El Capitan he didn't need to steal it from me. He could have just asked you, and you were perfectly willing to give him a wrench, bro. I told him that, but he didn't want to believe me, bro.
Cap knows I fuck with him.
yeah, I ain't sweating. Mike's one of the guys. I know Mike be out
Well,
on.
he was under the impression for some reason, I don't know why, that you were stopping me from giving him a wrench. I don't know where he got
Goddamn
that
liar,
idea
fella.
from.
My understanding is that he was the one calling El Cap a gatekeeper today.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Who was calling me a gatekeeper?
Mike was calling you a gatekeeper.
That's a goddamn lie. Mike ain't never said that ever. Did you, Mike?
Yeah, he knows that's not true.
That damn right, Mike. Fucking liars. See how they lie on your name? It's your own people sometimes, Mike. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about Kohler said that, so I was like, oh yeah, that might be true. But
Shit. Ghost had it right.
Whatever do you mean, Mike?
If that happens, if Skylar Thompson becomes a Chief and ends up scoring more touchdowns in the playoffs than Tua, holy fuck.
Why y'all got to be such haters, man?
Bro, OBJ could have been like, yo, Skylar, color's right. You and I go to freaking St. Louis.
Y'all are
light
haters,
that freaking league up, man. You know?
Y'all are haters. Because all we really need to do is just get to it in the playoffs, and he'll dice them up 75%, bro. 75%. Dice them up. I don't know what you boys is talking about. Y'all are goddamn haters. Skylar Thompson. What the fuck Skylar Thompson gonna do? What's on the stage? Is somebody gonna come out dancing?
know,
Crypto?
I like Crypto's background much more than yours, Ali, for Exhale, man.
I don't know. Mine has a lot more.
He's got naked women in his, dude.
It sure
you got a bunch of fully clothed hoes in yours. He's got naked women in his.
Crypto, is that Tony or Alex's girly drink that you guys are drinking?
That's Tony's girly drink. That's right.
Shit.
That's old boy Tony's girly
at
drink.
least Cap pulled out the whiskey.
Nails and shit.
That's how you can tell it was Crypto's drink because he already finished it.
What's that floating around in the bottom there? Crypto. Somebody done spike Crypto's drink, dog. Somebody gonna take Crypto home tonight.
Oh, is that the Diddy egg?
Somebody taking Crypto home tonight.
Drinking Michelob Ultra. Get the
Somebody's
fuck
on a calorie diet.
What are you watching your figure? You freaking
diet drink. Oh my God.
no drinks that. My wife drinks that, dog.
Oh man,
Crypto, he can't even fight back. I promise you, he's bitching up a storm. And look, this guy's coming. What's that yelling at? Look, somebody.
That guy just stole your beer, Crypto. That guy just stole your last beer, bro.
Was that Shake? That looked like Shake.
That wasn't Shake. Better not.
Looked like Richie. Jets Richie.
This motherfucker.
Damn.
Damn.
Stole your beer, Shake.
Somebody gonna took his shit, dog.
Where is Shake? Oh, Shake's still in Tampa, man.
Mm-hmm. So listen, boys. Was talking with Lou.
Uh-huh.
And if I can get off, I'm gonna find out on Monday. If I can get off the following Monday, I'm gonna go to the game. But I ain't going inside. Huh?
San Fran game?
Yeah, the San Fran game. I'm just gonna go to the tailgate though. So I guess like when Shake does the show over at Larry K's, Lucci over there, he's gonna bring like a fucking RV or something. They're just gonna hang out and fucking watch the game in the parking lot. So I'm just gonna come 2 full bottles, and show up with two full hands. You know what I'm saying? I figure we could go do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know you boys might want to go in and watch the game, but I'm gonna fucking party my ass off all game long. What I was thinking, right? I got to find out come Monday. This is gonna be a lot to put together in a short amount of time. But if we can fucking set up, I'll bring the computer, I'll bring the camera, I'll bring the mic and shit. We'll stream live watching the game in the fucking parking lot of the stadium, tailgate style. That shit would be dope, right? And I got a whole bottle of Johnny Walker Black and a whole bottle of Wild Turkey 101 that I'm gonna bring. So what I was thinking, Color, and I'll tap in with you later, I might crash there late Saturday night and crash there Sunday if I could. So we'll work that out. I figured I know, but I'm just saying we might go ahead and make this a fucking dope ass fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be freaking lit on Don Julio, bro. I'm bringing a huge bottle of Don Julio.
Well, again, right? We might, I don't know. Maybe we'll all tap in and ride down there together or whatever. We'll fucking figure it out. Or maybe we can all something, right? I know we got different parking situations, but I'm trying to, I think it'll be good. So we'll tap in and get that going.
Definitely. Mike. So Mike Best, tell me, what are your keys to the game tomorrow?
We need to start early. I think if we win the coin toss, we need to get the ball. Don't kick it off. Don't worry about the second half because we got to get up early and quick. So I think
That's that.
I think if we can be up 7-0 or 10-0 at the end of the first quarter, I think that we would win the game if that's the case. So I think we do that. And then, like we talked earlier with Kohler in the space, I think that they need to get off the field on third downs, like on defense, and also be good on third downs on offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
And the best time to do that is right after you win the toss and defer to the second.
I know you like that, but analytics like that too. But I'm saying, like, I think in this case we should try to get the offense going and score because the defense isn't going to win us this game. I don't think.
Color, if you're looking for someone to get a sack tomorrow, I'm willing to bet that Calais Campbell gets one tomorrow. Their pass protection
he's a regular.
Inside, he's going to eat it up alive, bro.
What do you think, Ollie, about them switching the line around? Like they're starting their rookie right tackle Fisher, and they're moving the right tackle that they have right now into the guard position.
Well, I mean, it's something for them to try. They got to try something. Their protection has not been that great at all. Color mentioned it earlier. CJ Stroud is the third most pressured quarterback in the league, right? They do have Laramie Tunzel, great tackle. I don't know the name of the other tackle that they have that's okay. But their interior is what is horrible.
Wait a minute.
So whatever they can do to change things around, it might be something, but we'll see.
Did anybody ever think a guy with the name Laramie was not going to play in Texas?
That's true.
I think his cousin's name is Jeremy.
That's funny.
I can tell by your face you thought that was funny.
I think we should kill ourselves so much over losing him. I mean, pretty sure that was always in the cards.
He's good for at least 2 holding penalties a game.
Look, we traded him for a killing, bro. Right? That man is the reason why we are at where we are now is part of him, because of him. So if we ever get a chance to bring him back, I'd bring him back in a heartbeat. Even if we didn't need him, go ahead and bring him back. Damn, 72 undefeated said 10 QBR noodle.
10 QBR?
Yeah.
They don't really like Tua in the chat, I can tell that.
No, they don't. And listen, you know what? After a loss, you'll hear me spitting venom too. But listen, you got to gear up and win a fucking football game, right?
I think we go in the mentality of the Rams game. It's perfect game plan, bro.
I think defensively for me, right? What this defense is really lacking is getting the type of organic four-man rush that they were getting while also playing the run effectively. Again, and I've been talking about this on other platforms. The the loss of Jalen Phillips and what he could do with setting the edge and playing down the line and shoestring tackling guys that are now gouging us for 12 that only got 2, maybe 3 yards in the run game. We're missing that. And if we can hold off long enough for Chubb and Good to come in here and relieve some of this problem we're having on our D-line, I'm hoping we can get back to really doing a little bit more man boundary with Fuller and, rotation of Ramsey and Kohu on the boundaries, while not asking much more from our safeties anymore, because we're not getting the type of impact. We're getting production, but we're not getting impactful playing from the safeties. So again, to me, there is something missing on the defense the last few weeks, and I really attribute it to that as far as what we're giving up. So if we can just buy time with the offense just one more week and get through this game, and the defense can get stronger and start settling some things out, and maybe we can find our running game again. Maybe we might have something. I don't think Tua's winning us any games playing the way he's playing, but I don't think he's definitely not the causation of losses in the games either. The team is just flawed in effectiveness right now on as a whole, really. That's the facts.
Do you think if we don't win this game tomorrow that Chubb even comes back?
I would say why? Right? Like, what good is it to bring Chubb back? Are the Dolphins planning on
out to
keeping him?
Denver?
Are the Dolphins planning on keeping him? You know what I'm saying? If you're going to bring him back, say, I don't know, to showcase that he's healthy, so a team might take him that's moving through the playoffs and they need a pass rusher, maybe then, But if we're not gonna keep him next year, which I don't see why we would, then no, I would say get rid of him. Fuck him. Now Cameron Good, on the other hand, I say you just bring him in. You still need depth. He's not going to cost you anything, and we need to see if it's a guy we want to re-sign as a depth piece next year. So, but if we're talking about bringing these guys in to be more competitive, to win more games, for what reason? If we lose tomorrow, our playoff hopes are done. And I'm not saying the team should tank for draft position, because honestly, at this point, if you got 9 wins or if you got 7 wins, your draft's capital where you're picking isn't going to change too drastically. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking? A couple of picks? I would rather to see this team completely pivot and try to be a running football team and try to be a man coverage team on defense, to see who has what abilities that they could use next year. It just becomes the litmus test for what you want to pivot and changes for the offseason. That has to be the goal now if we don't win. That's just being smart.
Color, did you
start figuring out rotating guys in to find out who makes money that you can live without, and who, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Was there any way in your playoff predictor that you saw if we win 9 games we get in?
I haven't tried, but I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think you have to win 10 games to get in this year. There's no way a 9 game.
By the way, I've called that from the beginning of the year. By the way,
not getting in with 9 games.
I think you could see the Chargers or whatever. I think either one of those teams could lose 3 games and then you can get in with 9. But just matchups wise, it would take them ultimately collapsing, and us should just collapse less than they did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
just like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Just like 2 years ago.
Everyone hit the like button. Please do. We appreciate you all. Come on up. Talk to us if you want. I've dropped the link.
I've got it pinned.
Oh, you got it pinned? Okay.
Yeah.
Donate El Cap is thirsty. He really wants to take a drink. He had a bad night. He's been beaten up all week by Lewis. All right. You know, he took his aggression out on Mike, refusing to give him a wrench. Right. He really needs a drink. Please help the brother out. He really needs to take a drink. Please donate to the channel.
Motherfuckers is wild, Mike. I don't know. I don't know what everybody's problem is today.
At least you drink good whiskey because you got the Whistling Pig. I heard so. No, not a lot of people know about that, bro.
I don't have that.
Has pink eye? What?
No.
You said you were bringing that to the game. I think you said next week.
Oh no, I said I'm bringing wild turkey.
Oh, wild turkey. Have you heard of Whistling Pigs?
And no, I haven't. Whistling Pig, huh?
It's so good. Yeah.
Is it a Kentucky bourbon?
Yes, sir.
I've heard of Whistling Pig. Is it good? I haven't had it, but I've heard of it.
I'm checking it out.
It's very good. Very smooth.
Say less, dog. I'm checking it out. I've got this Basil Hayden Kentucky. I don't know. I was given this. It's all right. It's okay. It's not that great. It's not what I would pick.
Lil V772 says you need to drink water. He's already drinking water, Lil V. He's been drowning all week, getting beat up by Lewis. Lewis has his foot on his head.
Nope, that's a goddamn lie. It's a fucking bullshitting lie. Lewis probably asleep right now. I don't know who that is that stole his wrench and got in a chat. But
yes, I just did it. I just did it.
Fucking logs.
I just found a way. It is possible to still make the playoffs with 9 wins for the Dolphins.
Really? Why don't you
however, if we lose tomorrow, we're gonna need things like we're gonna need things like the Raiders beating the Chargers and things like that to happen if we lose tomorrow. So it's effectively over if we lose tomorrow. I mean, the things that have to happen for us to still get in with 9 wins are ridiculous. Like like crazy bad teams beating crazy
Patriots got the Patriots or the Raiders got to sneak a win against
and the Titans have to beat somebody, and like I said, the Raiders have to beat the Chargers, and it's like the shit just wouldn't happen.
I was gonna probably put on the purple suit anyhow, dog.
But we would not be mathematically out by losing tomorrow.
Crypto's got to mute his mic.
What's funny is it shows that Crypto's mic is muted, but it's not. It's still Crypto. It's still coming through. Isn't that crazy? That must be how Crypto does it on the spaces.
What'd you say, Cal?
It's weird because it showed your mic was on mute, but the sound was still coming through.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
I think that's what happened. I think that's how he gets through the mute on fucking Twitter. This man is unmutable. And look, just want to point out. See, he don't want no smoke. I don't know what you're talking about, Ali.
Damn, El Cap saying pull up. Then I don't want no smoke.
See, I don't know what you're talking about, dog.
Yeah, Louis was missing an accent.
Lil V says that if they win tomorrow, they want you to wear that purple pimpin' suit. But unfortunately, I don't think you're the one that's pimping. I think you're the one that's working the corner. I have exclusive footage.
First of all, I make a lot of money with that. Okay, I make a lot of money with that. And if I really wanted to make people upset, I'd give a list of my clientele, if you hear me. All right, but I got friends and relationships, and I don't snitch. So just so you know, some of y'all's ladies be calling me up for my services, and that's my pink. That's my purple pink.
Damn.
That's what that is, dog. That's the purple pink 2-piece. I do got my pimp shit on. And don't let that photo fool you. There's a gun on that guy in that picture. So that guy still be getting his bread. So
is that why Michael K keeps harassing you, bro? Because his lady keeps calling you for favors?
That's all it is, dog. That's all it is.
Damn.
That's all it is.
No wonder the Buffalo fans keep coming over here.
That's it. That's it. That is it.
again, I've been calling it exactly like this since we were 2-6. I said we had to go on an 8-1 run, that 10-7 would get us in respectably, but 9-8 would be trash. So if we were to get in at 9-8, it would literally be falling in because the Raiders beat the Chargers. Like, seriously, that's trash.
And Max Crosby's having surgery, so they'd have to beat him without their best player.
So it's playing out exactly how I called it. We're in fairly respectably if we're 10-7.
I told you, Color, you're Chuck Norris, bro.
Yeah, Color, fucking karate chop that shit into fucking submission. Yeah, dog. You know, listen, Lou. You say what you will, but that's what
Actually,
that body is worth a lot of money.
With what you were trying to pack in between your legs, would it be considered a 3-piece at that point?
No, it's called a deadly weapon. It's called fuck what is it? Concealed weapons license, dog. I got my concealed weapons permit. That's what that is.
Jarvis Jarvis.
I'm going to do this one real quick. I'm going to do this one where every single team we're chasing loses this week. And I don't care who they're facing. I'm just doing it for shits and giggles.
Gotcha.
So the Jags beat the Colts. The Titans. Oh, that's week 18. What am I doing? Hold on. Let me go back to week 15. So
the Broncos or Colts?
The Colts beat the Broncos. Let's see. We'll do the Jets beat the Jags, just in case. Tampa beats the Chargers. Philly beats the Steelers. Titans beat the Bengals. Browns beat the Chiefs. Dolphins beat the Titans. Raiders lose to the Falcons. Week 16. We'll say Broncos have the 7th, so we'll say Chargers beat the Broncos. Browns beat the Bengals. Titans beat the Colts. Chiefs beat the Texans. Ravens beat the Steelers. Buffalo beats New England. Raiders beat the Jags. Dolphins beat the Niners, and we're in. That's it already.
What's crazy is I can see
wait a minute. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, so losing tomorrow, that would not put us in yet. So then moving into week 17, if all of those teams lose, Chiefs beat the Steelers, Buffalo beats the Jets, Jags beat the Titans, Ravens beat the Texans, and we got, let's see who else we got. Patriots beat the Chargers, Saints beat the Raiders, Bengals beat the Broncos, and what do we got left? Oh, Giants beat the Colts, and the Dolphins beat the Browns. We would be in. So we're not like, I guess it's not like ridiculously bad, but again, you saw what had to happen. Patriots got to beat the Chargers. Giants got to beat the Colts. Shit like that is not happening, folks. It just ain't.
Yeah. There's a lot that has to go on. El Cap, they have the chat has effectively changed your name.
Now, listen, Ali, this is old news. Okay, somebody said that on fucking on X, back when there was like a full straight week where I was the most hated person on Twitter in the Dolphins community, hands down. Right, like I got kicked out of a fucking group chat. I had people, saying that they were gonna, fuck my wife, kill me, kill my kids, call me El Twink. They started making burner accounts and like everything. Like they went even into old posts and were posting in them and replying to people. Don't listen to this person. Like it was pretty.
I am kind of curious though. Do you actually frequent OBT, Orange Blossom Trail?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Orange Blossom Trail is? Do you ever go to Orlando?
No, fuck no, dude. It's the land of the Walking Dead. I do, but
don't go OBT. Don't go on OBT.
No, I'm not going.
You know what Aurora Street is, right, in Seattle?
Oh yeah, I've heard of the Aurora.
Okay, well, OBT is exact same thing.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, dog. I guess. I don't know. I mean, sounds like you know an awful lot about it, Ali. Why don't you go ahead and tell us everything about it that you know from learn to do experiences?
I haven't experienced it, bro. I've heard from secondhand the people that tell me that you frequent it is what I've told. I've been.
So you and the girls sitting around playing poker, gossiping about me again. That seems to be what happens a lot around here on these streets.
By a bunch of
El
girls.
Capitan seems to be the topic of everybody's conversation. Want to know how you sitting on top? Look at how the haters down below throw rocks. God damn, bro. This is just enough already. This is just enough already, dog.
Yes. So Jarvis Eubanks is trying to warn me that I shouldn't take my own drug of hope. And I completely understand that. We're going to go and play this game and we're going to see what happens. If we win, we win. If we lose, shit. It's something I already knew. We sucked this season.
What up?
What's that say on Crypto's hat?
It says El Capitan is the shit, is what it says.
We can't hear you.
This is talking. Tell Tony
Who
to
the
be
hell is
quiet.
That looked like Stephen A. That looked like Stephen A. Smith. Who the hell was that,
Tell
bro?
Tony to shut up.
They got the same hairline there.
I ain't never seen Tony without his hat on. That looked like Stephen A. Bro.
And Crypto needs to turn the damn mic on if he's gonna put people on camera and have them talk. Is what he needs to do. Hey, what up, Crypto? What up? You hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, get some drinks, please.
He's like, Color, I heard what you said. I don't look nothing like Stephen A.
Michael K, I actually shave frequently. So
CCRR is asking, was that a Jets hat? Kind of looked like it, but they're in a strip club, so everything looks differently in a strip club. It's when you get out in that regular light.
CCRR's avatar. Who is that?
It looks like the Hawk Tua chick on Tua's face.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah,
So,
the Hawk Tua girl kind of fizzled out really quick, didn't she?
Well, she made that meme coin and bankrupted a bunch of people. Now they all hate her.
Stole a bunch of money.
She did money? Is that what happened?
Yeah, she did one of those pump and dump scams with a meme coin. She created a meme coin and then pumped it all up and then sold it off and stole everybody's money.
What's more likely that have happened, right, is that some tech guy and some business manager got together and saw a way to make up money, probably realizing that this podcast thing isn't going to take off.
Right.
And probably realizing that as far as they shot this shooting star, that it was bound to come crashing down to earth.
Ali, it's basically a way for
this bullshit. And
it's basically a new modern paradigm way to get rich off of 15 minutes of fame. In other words, back in the day, 15 minutes of fame didn't really pay anybody anything. Now it gets you a meme coin and a pump and dump for a couple $1,000,000. And since there's no laws against it, all they can do is be upset with her.
I don't think
you know what I mean?
Personally, Color, I don't think she's making anything. She probably got
But even
paid,
so.
But I would imagine whoever's her business advisors, along with whomever.
Oh shit, we got a donation.
But even so, even if she did know, what does she care if people hate her for it?
Well,
it's not against the law.
I'm sure she cares, but I don't think. Again, I think when it all's said and done, they're going to find out.
Y'all want to give me a couple $1,000,000 and with the price of you hate me, go ahead and hate me.
I'm thinking she's gonna get more hate than the money she got, because I don't think she's gonna be the one with the money in the end.
Right.
Kevin,
I don't trust that.
Hey guys, it's crazy, but Miami can still get as high as the 5th seed.
Yep.
Prediction: Miami gets in as 6th seed and wins out. Book it. Also, score tomorrow will be 31-21 Fins. El Cap, your drink. And number 2, I actually think that is kind of close to what my prediction is. If we're gonna win, it's gonna be like 31-23. That's
right. And he is correct. Miss Fins did prove that it's possible for us to get even the 5th seed. Yes.
So I will pick the Dolphins to win tomorrow. I have them in a parlay for my 1 o'clock games. And I do think it's going to come with a victory that is probably like 24 or 27 to 31 or 29 Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? So
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say it's going to be 31 to 29, just like you said. And you know what it is? And he's been hot the last 2 weeks. It's going to be a walk-off field goal by Jason Sanders for 57 yards.
hell yeah, I like that. In the dome too.
Yeah.
Unstoppable Sandman.
I don't know if my heart can take.
I got Texans -3. Are you guys dumb or what, man?
Burger field goal. That's what's going to happen.
I've got again, to give it an official score prediction, I'm going to say 24-29 Dolphins. So
I'm still sticking with 31 to 23, though. That's
on my parlay. I got Texans -3, and on the teaser parlay, I got Texans +3. So whatever
Dolphins 34-27.
Okay.
fair number.
So I'm prepared if we get blown out.
Color, you want to hear my 1
'Cause
o'clock?
I got them +3.
You want to hear my 1 o'clocks, Color?
Sure.
So I've got Ravens to beat the Giants, Bengals to beat the Titans, Panthers to beat the Cowboys,
All money line?
Browns +8 against the Chiefs. Chiefs have been
Ooh,
close in every game.
that. I like that.
I got the Dolphins +3,
Okay.
Jets
Good
to
for
beat
that,
the
too.
Jags, and Saints +7.5 against the Commanders.
Oh yeah. That's a good one too.
The Saints could I think the Saints are going to break that leg personally.
The only one that really scares me is the Jets one.
So, Cap, I got a 4-way underdog money line parlay tomorrow. These 4 teams are just gold for money line right now for this week. Jaguars to beat the Jets, Bills to beat the Lions, Steelers to beat the Eagles, and Bucks to beat the Chargers. Bank it. $3 to win $98. You gotta love it, man.
Color, did you hear that one story about it's been like so many years since either the Eagles or the Steelers won and wherever they're playing the opposite? I can't remember which one. It's like 1920.
Yeah. I think Russell Wilson's actually on fire right now. But so, Cap, on my 9-leg for the spreads, I already got the Rams correct. I had them +2.5. I got the Bengals -5 against the Titans, Jags +3.5, Texans -3, Chiefs -4, Lions -2.5, Steelers +5, Buccaneers +3.
Jesus Christ, Color, did you see the spread for the Baltimore Giants game?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Holy shit, I am staying away from that.
What is the
It's
spread?
16.5 points.
Yeah, I ain't touching
That
it.
is you don't see that shit in the fucking pros. I don't give a shit who's playing.
Yeah, I ain't touching
That
it.
means
That's
it's probably
either
going to
gonna
be a
crush them
snooze
by
fest,
3
dude. It's going to
touchdowns
be
or more.
9-6 at halftime. That's what that tells me.
That's
bro.
exactly what that tells me. And then everyone's gonna lay hard money on the fucking the Giants to cover, and then the Ravens gonna rack up 6 touchdowns in the second half.
But it'll still be 15-point difference. It won't be that 16.5, dude. Watch.
Yeah.
In Vegas, they have the Ravens -1.5.
They'll end up winning 17-10 or 17-9 or some shit.
Sorry, I meant the Texans -1.5.
But Cap, that was just the straight parlay. My teaser on that, same team, same games. But I got the Rams plus 8.5. They obviously covered that. Chiefs +2. Yeah, I got the Chiefs as a dog against the Browns. Jaguars +9.5 on the Jaguars. Texans +3. Bengals +1. So they basically just have to tie the Titans. Buccaneers +9. Steelers +11. Broncos +2.5. And Lions +3.5. So if the Bills win by a field goal, I'm still good there too. Which I don't see the Bills blowing out the Lions, even if they do find a way to beat them. It's likely going to be by a field goal or 2 points.
So they're calling the Heisman winner, not the winner, but like the whole situation, because everyone thought the running back would get it from Boise State.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying it's the biggest snub in Heisman history.
I think got it. Didn't Hunter?
Travis Hunter got it, but
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
If it snubbed anybody, it was Shadir. He was the one that was favored.
Shadir was even one of the finalists.
Well,
if you guys watch Janty, he was really good.
Listen,
Janty, that guy is ridiculous. He's had like almost 2,500 yards and 29
Janty is amazing. And any other year, he should have gotten it. The problem is Hunter is damn good and the best at 2 positions on the field right now. In any other year, Genty would have got it and no one would have debated and everyone would have shut up. But what Hunter did, you can't even measure that up to anything in the last couple of years. Right? Like it's been so long since you've seen somebody do that.
That's like a possible Shohei Ohtani of football.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ali.
I'm gonna Ali, go ahead and read it. I'm gonna take my shot. Thank you again, Kevin.
Lee, with the second donation of $5. Thank you, sir. I think playing Cleveland and Jets in cold or snow actually helps Miami prepare for a cold weather playoff game. I see Miami hanging with Bills or Pitt. I agree with that. I'll take that. It doesn't hurt to at least get that type of experience in the cold weather. I do want to say one quick thing about the Travis Hunter thing real quick. We haven't seen a player be able to play at a very high level in 2 positions like that.
Much less as high of a level that he did, dude.
Yeah, like you haven't seen that in a long time.
No, bro.
So I definitely agree with that he deserved to win. I'm just surprised. I'm more surprised the fact that people
How many wide receivers have won the Heisman?
Say that again?
How many wide receivers have won the Heisman?
None, I don't think. Maybe one.
I don't think there's any that have ever won the Heisman.
Yeah, I think that's a historic thing that none of them have won.
How many corners have ever won the Heisman?
The guy from Michigan, Woodson.
Bro, a fullback has even won. Even a kicker has won the Heisman, dude.
Desmond Howard won.
My point is, right?
Yeah.
Wide receiver Desmond Howard. I was thinking of the MVP for the NFL. Yeah, Desmond Howard, wide receiver.
Wide receivers winning the Heisman, few and far between. Corners winning the Heisman, few and far between.
Yeah.
You have a guy that played Heisman consideration if he was just a wide receiver and Heisman consideration if he was just a corner. You have to give it to him. He's playing both of them. Yeah. If anyone other than him didn't get it, the only person it could have been would be a quarterback that had the passing numbers and the rushing numbers that would make it overwhelmingly going, yeah, that guy did great. But did you see Buddy throw for 4,000 yards and run for 900? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck it is. Not that it's that much, but you catch my drift. Like if somebody ran for 3,300 or passed for 3,300 yards and ran for 750 yards and had all the touchdowns that show that production, then you would give it to that person. You would say, all right, what can I say?
I want to know, like, how does someone not know who Lil Wayne is, by the way?
Lil Wayne? Who doesn't know that? Freaking
Travis Hunter was like, I don't even know who you were or, what music you had or anything. In his speech, he was saying that, like, his girlfriend forced him to listen to Lil Wayne and he got into the song. Now it's his jam. So I thought it was funny.
I find him to be kind of like as much of a dog and an athlete that he is. He has this, like, super sweet, geeky nerd thing about him.
Yeah, but here's the other part of it. You could also say that he's mentally strong. We talked about today in the spaces about motivation, right? This is a player. He said it himself. I don't listen to music. If he doesn't listen to music, that means that ultimately he motivates himself. There's nothing that is needed to motivate him. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's a hell of an athlete and a hell of a person about to take the next level in the pros, bro. So that's all I'm saying. It's something special.
Somebody asked, do you think Travis Hunter will play both positions in the NFL?
Who the fuck don't listen to music, bro?
I don't know who doesn't listen to music, but he said
psychopaths.
That's some weird shit, Ollie. Just saying. Even if you like some obscure music, like who don't listen to? Even if you hum to yourself.
Yeah, he said he doesn't listen to music at all. So it was like, really? Who doesn't? So that's what
a fucking focused, dialed in motherfucker right there, dog. If you want somebody super focused and dialed in, give me the guy that don't even listen to music. That guy's a psychopath, and that's what you need to win.
Must be very good at math.
I'm really glad that you brought that up. We need psychopaths around here, right? Mm-hmm. I need and I know this might sound kind of sexist, and I'm not trying to sound this way.
Here comes where we get canceled.
They're all gonna attack you.
That precisely means that you are being sexist.
I'm not really being sexist. No, I'm not going to be. What I'm trying to say is that we need the OG classic man type of players. You know what I mean? The ones that don't take shit from anybody. Don't matter. They go outside in the blizzard with their t-shirt, with no t-shirt on. You know what I mean? The ones that like nothing phases them, right? I need a bunch of incognito. Remember him?
Richie Incognito.
Richie Incognitos. I need a bunch of those guys on this team. If I'm Miami, I'm going into the offseason and finding every Big Ten offensive tackle or defensive tackle we can find, right? Because that's where they breed them all, and they play in the cold, in the rain, in the winter, snow, and everything, right? It won't phase them, right? And I think that's part of our issues that we've had. It seems like we find players that really got everything handed to them. The one player that didn't get everything handed to him, who's from the Midwest, who's from Michigan, right? That's Max Tyler. That's why he performs. None of this shit phases him, right? Whereas all these other players, they get fed.
Michael K is fucking trying to get under Ollie's skin all night, and it ain't working.
You know what Michael K is talking about? What the hell is he
talking about? He's got a right counter on you. Every time you say the word right, he keeps adding more to the counter.
I don't know.
He's been trying to get under your skin with it for like the last hour, and you haven't bought it, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not. I mean, Michael K is just he needed something.
You better donate for that kind of attention. That's the thing. You get fucking upset.
I will say this.
Attention.
Michael K did need something to do while he sits there and watches his old lady call El Cap. For the
I'll let him go with it. Maybe he'll end up donating $1 for every time you say right. You never know.
Who knows? That's $58 than you owe, whatever it is. Anyway,
he's only got 54 right now. So
look at Cap checking his text from his old lady right there.
Listen, it's happening right now, buddy. I'm trying to figure out a way, but she's not. I'm haggling, so. We'll see. I might have to go.
Yeah,
I have to go to work.
Anyway, you guys understand what I'm talking about when it comes to the type of players that I'm wanting, and I really feel that where these kids come from, where they're brought and bred, and the environment that they have played in, I think it's a big factor, bro. You know what I mean? You look at you look at the players from Alabama, there's been very few that have really, truly, been prolific in this league, right? And when I say prolific, I'm talking about that have really made it. Not
amateurific.
He's one of the few. But my question is, where is Derrick Henry originally from? Do we know where he's from originally?
Alabama.
All right, that's a good point. I didn't know that, so that's a good point.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Damn, I didn't know that. But what I'm trying to say is that I think that the environment you
I
play.
mean, I don't know if that's where he's from, but that's where
Listen,
he played
I
college.
can't argue it. It sounded right.
Let's actually find out where he's originally from. Let me
I'm
look.
pretty sure he played in college there, right? Alabama, Crimson Tide.
That's where he played college, but that's
Right. Oh, I see what
You
you're
guys got to have pretty tough skin to do this thing, huh?
I think he's from Georgia or Mississippi or something, or Texas.
I'm betting the South.
I'm going to
You're
say
betting
Texas.
yourself.
I'm gonna say
Holy
he's
shit,
from
I was
Mississippi.
so wrong, bro. He's definitely the South, but not where you think.
Mississippi.
He's a Floridian.
Oh,
Bet.
shit.
Doesn't surprise us. Where's he from? The 305 or the 954?
I have
Orlando.
never heard of this city. Yulee, Florida?
Yulee? That's up by Orlando or something.
Yulee.
Yeah,
What's that?
damn.
The Panhandle?
Not
or
what I
something?
expected. Not what I expected.
Panhandle or
Well,
something.
there's always that one diamond who can overcome where he's from. But what I'm trying to say is that I need some big burly men to really come and,
Pause.
add some testosterone to the team. That's basically what I'm talking about.
Burly men. Yeah, definitely
Need
burly
burly
men.
men that can add testosterone to the team. Bet.
'Cause, burly men don't have any feminine energy.
I think that's what Crypto's doing. He's out there looking for those burly men right now.
I don't know.
Burly
He's
women.
showing us video of the damn stage in a pole. I'm like, is he like warming up for an act? Is he going to go pole dancing with Tony?
I know. I was noticing that. Do they have any strippers at that actual?
Yeah, there's
strip
just a stage, but I ain't seen no nudity, so kind of
Every time he shows the stage, it's just like empty. I don't know what he's trying to show.
I don't either.
Must be the intermissions or something.
Well, I heard they have this special show called the Blitz Pickup, where it's going to be Tony and Alex and even Crypto doing a three-way dance with the pole in the middle.
Gross. That pole's gonna need to be fucking cleaned afterwards.
I'm just
dude.
messing with the Blitz Pickup. I love
Bro,
this.
y'all
nasty
think
as
that
I'm fucking around. I'm just messing
pole-
around.
It's called
pole-
the delayed.
y'all think it's gonna be harder for Derrick Henry to make his cuts without that rudder hanging out the back of his helmet?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Did he lose his mojo color? That's a good question.
Well, so at first I was thinking, oh, he's gonna feel lighter and maybe even be more deadly. But then I thought the way he had it all wrapped up, it was like a big rudder, like a big tail fin. Maybe that was making his cuts tighter. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
Weird.
It's like that whole isn't it? What's the biblical story color? Samson and Gomorrah?
Delilah, but he might,
Oh,
he might like with cutting that rudder off, he might become real sloppy a runner.
Yeah, he
You
might
know?
be all, he might be all over the fucking place. dude.
Right.
He might be all over the fucking place. He could have really made a big mistake.
Dang.
Yeah, that was Samson and Delilah, and that was Samson that didn't he cut his hair off?
Yeah,
The-
somebody cut his
The
hair.
hookers cut his hair off and killed him or some shit.
Yeah, because his hair was
Yeah,
his power.
Delilah, I guess Delilah is the one that busted the secret that his hair was his strength. Like she's the one that snitched on him to the king or whatever, and that's why they cut his hair off.
Yeah, they had hookers cut his hair too, right?
Mm.
I thought that was Rapunzel.
Hey, any of y'all,
Whoa,
any of
Mike,
y'all-
what Rapunzel are you reading, dude?
any of y'all believers can correct me out there. I might have the story wrong, but
Yeah, I have a inquiry that's not football related. What is this shit about the UFOs in New Jersey that I'm seeing?
Oh my god, dude.
Christmas.
What the
Here's
fuck?
what I know.
God?
I know that they're talking about like all this bullshit with it, and yet here's the thing. They're like, oh no, we can't shoot them out of the sky, but we don't know who it is, and it's not us. And it's like that
And
seems
they
like
know-
perfectly good. And here's what else I seen, that it's coming off the seaboard. So it's like it's over the ocean. And like I
Right.
guess the Coast Guard's seen like 13 or 14 of them or something like that. Why
Yeah,
aren't they shooting them down over the ocean?
Supposed to be some kind of mothership off the coast, like anybody can get within that fail-safe zone, right? Secondly, they know that they're drones. So I don't know why they keep calling them unidentified flying objects. We have obviously identified them. They're drones.
I think that by rule, and I could be wrong, color, so don't hold me to this, but when they call them UFOs, I think it's still a UFO until they identify who's actually
Right.
driving or
Now, the other thing is now people are like defocusing their camera on stars, and because it makes it look like a rotating orb, they're like, "Ooh, look at this orb." It's like, have you ever unfocused your camera on a star? It literally it rotates and blinks like that, bro.
Oh
It
man.
becomes a little blob that like rotates and blinks like an orb. And they're literally posting that shit now and being like, "Oh, here's the latest photo of this orb." It's like, yo, come on, really? It's a
Being from
raindrop
Vegas,
on
I'm
your
like
camera lens, you
50 miles
asshole.
away from Area 51, and that's the government, bro.
Well, they remember the footage that they used to show of them flying noodles that were supposed to be going so fast that nobody could see them. And there's like all kinds of people catching camera footage of them and shit, like freeze framing them. They figured out what that was,
What was it?
Shout
They're
out.
artifacts in a camera when bugs are flying by that
Mhm.
make it zing light like that, dude.
Sweet.
Yeah.
They actually recreated it with a fly next to a candle.
Real quick, caller. I don't mean to interrupt you, but shout out to Teddy Bridgewater. He led his alma mater, Miami Northwestern, to a Florida State championship in his first season as a head coach. His team outscored playoff opponents 262 to 12.
Yeah, well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see what's going on down there, man.
He won the championship game 41-0.
Oh, that's the other thing. They changed, by the way, Ali. It's not called a UFO anymore. It's called a UAP.
UAP, yes, thank you.
Unidentified aerial phenomena.
Yeah. Speak also.
Right. Crazy Dolphin saw the same documentary I did. Them orbs are bugs that are flying too close to the camera. They literally recreated it, dude, with like in an experiment to show people, look, we can make these freaking things that people claim are like secretly flying around. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Real quick.
They even had people made drawings of them and shit, and like have their anatomy down and all that. Like completely don't exist.
Who did you guys have for the Titans game this week?
Who they playing?
Jags.
I got the Jags, kind of.
Tony Pollard is listed as questionable for Sunday due to an ankle
Definitely
injury.
the Jags then.
The Titans
Tony
are playing
Pollard's the only thing they got.
Cincy's going to win.
Do you think Cincy's going to win?
Yeah, they're definitely going to win.
Who's Cincy
The
playing?
Titans can't. Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh,
They
I thought
can't.
they were
The
playing
Titans can't keep up with what Joe Burrow can do on offense. They're going to win. I took. So I just on my I just put I like to give a lot of ridiculous points sometimes. So I got the Bengals minus 6.5. I bet the Jags plus 10. Steelers plus 10. Cardinals to beat the Patriots. Bucks plus 9. Colts plus 10.
You sure about that Cardinals Patriots like that?
Seahawks plus 7. Vikings minus 6.5 on a parlay. All that.
Shit. Rumor was Bill Belichick actually inquired about the Jets coaching vacancy before taking the UNC job.
This is going to be weird with the UNC job, bro. Like, is he going to do it the way I think he would want to do it, or is he going to be like progressive Bill with a 24-year-old girlfriend?
I think he's going to do it the way he wants to do it. It's his, if he, that's kind of the reason I think it faltered through, because the owners wanted to do something different than what.
Well, there's the other rumor that he said to somebody that the current state of the NFL is disgusting.
Yeah, but there's also the fact that it's somewhere set up where his son's going to be like, it's going to go, whatever he's building is his son's going to inherit.
Mm-hmm.
as the head coach of UNC. So, which
his son looks like a Tar Heel, dude. Not gonna lie, man. He looks like he went to UNC.
You're right. He looks like a South Carolina Tar Heel or North Carolina Tar Heel. Excuse me. And who changed my name to L Twink? I don't know who fucking did that.
I didn't even notice. Holy shit!
I just noticed it. I'm guessing it was fucking Ali.
I said that earlier, but you didn't hear it.
I'm telling you, bro, but you
Wow. That is ruthless.
It's fucked up, dude.
Ali is a ruthless motherfucker, bro.
Oh,
that version in him, man. You know, they can be some ruthless motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Here comes Ollie's end game right
This
now.
must be Michael K.
Show Ollie's end game.
Damn, we're hearing ourselves like 500 times.
Yeah, you got to echo there, Ollie's end game. What is this, your first time?
Face, or is that his wife's crotch?
It's a close-up of his wife's crotch. Is that what you said?
Damn, bro. It's like
no, I'm pretty sure that's the mustache of maybe
Colonel Mustard.
Andy Reid, is that Andy Reid's mustache?
That's Ollie's end game.
Right,
Oh,
right. Okay.
I get it. I get it.
That's so
Sorry,
funny.
Sorry, buddy. I just got to pick on you guys. That's all.
Oh, that shit's hilarious, dude. Now I can see it better than Cap left.
Oh my god. Imagine having to go like this and like lift it up just to feed yourself.
Right,
like,
right. Is that picture from is that dude in the picture from like Kazakhstani?
Kazakhstan.
No, that's a fucking
from. He might be Uzbeki too. That might be where he's from.
Uzbeki, Dagestani?
Yeah, he definitely looked like he was from West Virginia or something.
Yeah, I recognize that stash anywhere.
I was gonna say it was either Kazakhstan or West Virginia. It had to be either of the two, you know.
Yeah, there's some hills in them fucking stash for sure. That's what I know.
Speaking real quick, I'm sorry, I don't want to forget this. So Belichick took the UNC job. His dad was a coach there from 1953 to 56, I think. So that was kind of interesting. There's some history that he had with UNC, which I didn't even know about.
Didn't his dad coach for Navy too?
Raphael, not gonna lie, Ali kind of with that goatee kind of reminds me of the dude from Thunderheart, that FBI agent that's in like every movie as an FBI agent.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
It's better than being compared to Silent Bob, like in my picture.
What are you doing, Ray? You don't remember the guy from Thunderheart, the FBI guy?
I don't think I watched Thunderheart, to be honest.
That's one of the greatest movies of all time, bro. What are you talking about?
I'll have to watch it. I'll have to watch it,
man.
I still can't believe that Color hasn't seen Tropic Thunder.
Well, Ali, you could either watch Thunderheart or you can go chase Jimmy. And if you watch the movie, you'll understand the joke.
I'll have to definitely check it out.
Dude, that'll become one of your favorite movies. That'll become one of your top 10, I'm sure. Knowing what I know about you and the kind of shit you're into.
Oh, let's see if Crypto's dancing finally. Crypto, are you on stage yet?
Oh, look, they got. Oh, I was going to say they had dancing, but apparently the stage is still empty. Are they ever going to have any women tonight, Crypto?
She keeps showing like a stage with a whole bunch of dudes just sitting there.
Maybe they're gearing up, like the show ain't started because it's only 10. It's only 10:30 there.
Is that a hot dog stand?
What's the name of that bar? The 44 Pumps?
It's called Prime 44.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Apparently they're supposed to have 44 women, but I haven't seen one yet. Yeah, so Ali, it's got Graham Greene in it, bro. You know any movie with Graham Greene is going to be good.
I'll definitely have to check it out.
Is he the Native American?
He's the sheriff. Oh, he's the tribal sheriff.
Okay, so it's the all right. So he's the same one that was in Maverick.
Was he in Maverick? Really? I have to, man. I didn't know that. Dude's been in everything. Oh, you mean Maverick with what's his name?
Mel Gibson in Rockford Files.
Right. The old Maverick, right? The old Western movie, right?
And Jodie Foster.
Maverick,
Right.
that one?
Yeah. Graham Greene's been in everything. He was the chief in Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, he was also in Tulsa King, man. He's old now.
Mm-hmm.
Tulsa King is really good. Whoever has not watched that show, it is very, very good. I love it, to be honest.
Have you watched?
Was better in a second.
Have you watched Landman yet?
I was just gonna say that.
I heard it's good. I'm trying to finish up Yellowstone right now. Is what I'm trying to finish up.
Yellowstone jumped the shark.
Graham Greene was in one of the Tom Clancy style espionage type movies too. I can't remember which the fuck one it was, like Hunt for Red October or something like that, or one of them movies, man.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Dude's been in everything, man.
Yeah.
He's like the Samuel L. Jackson of that community.
Wow, he's only 72. He looks like he's 92.
Him and Wes Studi too, Mike. Wes Studi played Geronimo in the newest version.
It was Patriot Games color.
Patriot Games. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. One of them Ridley Scott, Tom Clancy movies.
Yeah.
I think Patriot Games is a Ridley Scott movie.
I'm looking to find out if he was in Patriot Games. The only other one is Clear and Present Danger.
It could be that one.
Man, he's been in a shit ton of stuff. Holy crap.
Told you.
Well, there's not too many Native Americans that are actors.
He was not the guy in Predator, though.
I never seen Predator.
You've never seen Predator, really?
No, I never really got into the sci-fi stuff.
Well, you know what, though? Michael K.
Hold up. This motherfucker, you ain't never seen Predator?
I know, right?
The original?
Classic movie, dude.
No, I've never seen it.
But at the same time, if you watched it now because of what they've put out these days, you'd probably think it's a great movie, Michael K.
Even with all the advancements made in movies, Predator is still good, just like Alien is still good.
What I'm saying backwards of what you're saying, Cap. I'm saying with all the garbage that they've put out recently, go back and watch Predator and you'll realize just how good a movie it was, even though back then it was just your regular action Schwarzenegger flick. You know what I mean?
Predator is the shit.
But now it's awesome because now they put out such garbage that you watch a movie like that and you're like, that's how movies should be made. You know what I mean?
All of the Predators are good. Even the newest one where they made the Predator movie, it's called Prey on Hulu. And it's where the Predator comes to Earth and it lands in North America, and these Native Americans and like people that are coming over and Europeans that are coming over and just taking buffalo skins and shit, like up in like Canada and stuff like that back in those times.
It's during the French and Indian War. During the French Indian War.
During the French Indian War, like even before that. I don't even think it's during the French Indian War because it's like all up in the
it'd be the mid 1700s.
That's
the French fur trappers and all them.
Yeah, where all the fur trapping was going on and shit like that, and it's pretty damn good too. All of them are really good, because fuck, dude, it's a good fucking tale. I can't even believe you, Michael K. You
really good.
You suck, bro.
Yeah, I never got into sci-fi.
Yo, remember the end of the second one, Capitan, with
Danny Glover?
Yeah,
and they gave him.
It was Carl Weathers was in the second one.
No, Carl Weathers was in the
Was
first
in the first one, and Danny Glover in the second
Danny
one.
Glover
Right,
was in
right.
the second one, and it
So
was
remember
in
at
the
the
Predator
end when he
came to
found,
L.A.
remember at the end though when he found the freaking flintlock pistol?
No, he didn't find the flintlock pistol. What happened was he followed the Predator into the spaceship and fought
Right.
it to death and killed it in the
Right.
spaceship. And while they were fighting, there was a bunch of other Predators watching. And
Right.
and then after he killed them, they made themselves known by turning off their fucking invisibility thing, and they gave him that gun as a token.
Right. And
They
that
gave it to
gun
him.
was given to them by some pirate that they worked with to kill one of the aliens back in the pirate days. One of the aliens came down and they worked with some pirate like as allies to fight some other alien or something.
Yeah, it's
And the guy and the pirate gave the Predator that flintlock pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like part of the lore, like the comic book lore and shit. I was watching documentaries about it on YouTube.
Yeah, I would say again, the Predator movies chronologically or any which way, even the Predator versus Alien movie that they had was dope as fuck. That shit was dope, bro. Fucking small town.
Much better, bro. Outside of the original two, Prey is my next favorite. You can skip all the other shit. To be
What are you
honest.
talking about? Haven't you seen Predators? Where they where they take people from Earth all over and they drop them on a war planet.
That was kind of cool too, but
that one was Adrian Brody. First of all, I love Adrian Brody. I think he's a great actor. He's awesome.
Yeah.
First time I ever saw him was in the movie, the Spike Lee movie, Summer of Sam. If you haven't seen the Spike Lee movie, Summer of Sam, Adrian Brody's in it. He plays this weird, obscure character who's like gay but not gay or something like
That's
that.
the guy that's based on a true story. That's a son of Sam from
the people
serial
in the
murder.
community. The people in the community
Mm-hmm.
think Adrian Brody's the killer. Meanwhile, it's some fucking crazy guy. The whole neighborhood's, in arms because it's hot as fuck and there's a serial killer about. And it's a great movie by Spike Lee.
Wasn't Adrian Brody in The Village, the M. Night Shyamalan one?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he played like the quiet handicapped kid or whatever.
Maybe he did. I don't know. I've seen The Village a couple times. I can't recall it because I hadn't seen it in a minute. I do know Adrian Brody's played in a bunch of, like, he's been in other sci-fi movies. Like he was in the movie Species. He was in the original Species. He was in that one. He's also, the guy did the piano. Adrian Brody's a fucking great actor. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. The one Predator movie I really don't like, El Cap, because I thought it was just horrible. The Predator, I did not like at all. That's the one 2018 with Keegan Michael Key and Boyd Holbrook and Olivia Munn.
Oh, where they were in Antarctica and shit?
No,
that's Alien versus Predator. That's the first.
No,
They got two Alien versus Predator movies that are both really fucking good.
So they're like in a small town, and like some of them work with the military and shit. And
that one I know you're talking about. That one did get a little silly because it started getting like political in it, because there's like they go, oh, there's several different predators. There's the one predator's trying to rule. They got involved in their civil war of predator civil war bullshit. It was kind of dumb. I will say that is probably the least good one out of all of them. But for the most part, they're really good movies. I mean, I gotta be honest. Crypto's kind of snitching on everybody at the titty bar, bro.
That's like the lamest circle I ever seen it.
I think they were listening to Montel Jordan.
Ghost said his uncle was locked up with the Summer of Sam. Crazy. You got one of them uncles too, huh, Ghost? Me too.
I think he's in Attica, isn't he?
Who?
David Berkowitz.
That's not the son of Sam. David Berkowitz is
certainly is.
No, isn't David Berkowitz the guy with the glasses?
No, that was Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. David Berkowitz was the guy that killed his mom, and then he had like those. He was a real big dude. Son of Sam was the guy who said his neighbor's dog was possessed by the devil and told him to kill people.
I need to watch this
He was
movie.
a mailman.
I need
He
to
was
watch
what?
Summer of Sam. It has one of my favorite actors in it. I didn't know he was in this.
Ooh, John Leguizamo.
Yeah, I like him too.
John Leguizamo's all right.
He was good in Mario and Luigi.
He was
Oh,
good
wow.
in Spawn. He was good in Spawn. Is what he was good in. He was the fat clown in Spawn.
Yeah, no, Son of Sam was David Berkowitz.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It is.
It is? Okay. What was the other guy? The big gigantic dude. Oh man. Can't remember. They had a show on Netflix for a while. It was like Inside the Mine or something like that. It was like a remake where they were trying to get it was when the FBI created what they called sequence killers and then into serial killers, and they made like the profiling of serial killers to start figuring out how they think, because they're finding that these guys are nationwide and multi-state wide, picking their victims and all that stuff. There was a lot of how that whole process happened, and they were interviewing serial killers and they were hunting serial killers, and they did like 2 seasons and they didn't continue the show. I fucking don't know why. It was such a great show.
Was it called Mine Hunters?
Mine Hunters, yeah. I fucking love that show, bro. They didn't continue it, but man, dude, the first 2 it's just such an interesting thing, right?
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
that is pretty cool. I'll have to watch that one. I never watched that series.
It's really good.
What's crazy is the BTK killer, dude. He got so bored that he like pretty much got himself caught because he kept telling them like who he was and like where he is, and then they finally found him.
Yeah, that's the big dude, right?
No, that was the Boy Scout leader. Or no, the church guy. BTK was the church. He ran a church.
That was
remember he used to send them letters.
He got caught because he sent an email and he didn't block the ISP, and they backtracked it.
Right after like 40 years, like he got away with it, and then he just like
that was the guy that would bondage up people, right?
Yeah, bind them, torture them, kill them.
Yeah, BTK. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in, I think, Oklahoma or something.
He would tie them up and put like plates on their back, and then if they moved, the plates would like crash, and then you'd come find them.
Fuck, dude, that shit's fucking nuts.
Fucking weirdos. You all know that shit.
You don't watch those like investigation discovery?
I did, but I watched them channels for like 6 months, and it depressed me so much I had to stop.
My wife's in the background, like that guy's a sicko.
Fucked up, dude. Like I saw this story about this girl that ended up killing her mom for like a $20,000 policy, dude.
Oh yeah.
And this was like in the 2000s where $20,000 was already $20. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, are you fucking serious? That's when I was like, I got to stop watching this shit. I have no faith in humanity, man, whatsoever, dude.
I have faith in humanity to be inhuman.
Kill her mother for 20 grand, dude.
Color killing your mother for 20 grand. People killed their mothers out of fucking just rage.
I get it. That's why I don't understand it. Because if you cared enough not to already kill her for stupid reasons, why are you going to kill her for 20 grand?
Well, we found out today that Kohler thinks that 20 grand is $20. So.
But I mean, to kill your mom over?
Again, plenty of people kill them over no money.
It's like these people that these people that are like, oh, I'm gonna quit this job, so I'm gonna clear the safe out of the $6,000 they got there that day. And they're like, they give up their whole life over $6 grand. Like, where the shit's spent before the weekend's out. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it.
All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to call it quits soon. Unless you guys wanted to keep going and shut it down.
No, I'm good, buddy. I mean, I just finished here's my last little bit. I just want to say shout out to Crypto and Doc and Tony that are at some seedy nightclub wherever they're at. Y'all boys be safe at the Houston game tomorrow. I know you guys are watching and stuff, so salute to y'all. And I don't know who this mustache man is. I wish Mike with his new wrench would get him up off the screen, but I don't know if he can do that. I don't know the stuff for the wrench, but appreciate you boys.
Yeah, Cap, go try that whistling pig when you get a chance. It's good.
Definitely.
Yeah. What's it called again? Whistling Pig or something?
Whistling pig whiskey. Yeah, look it up.
Yeah,
Right.
Whistling Pig whiskey. I did some research on it. It's actually rated pretty good.
I'm pretty well set with bourbon and whiskey right now.
Michael K. I was gonna say I was looking at your photo that you had with the mustache. It actually looks like an elephant trunk, like a furry elephant trunk sitting there on the guy's nose. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I just Googled huge mustache.
Oh man,
I'm sure it came up with a lot of results you bookmarked for later, huh?
No, there were some wild ones in there. There were some wild ones in there. I don't know how anybody could do it.
Oh my god.
Well, they got this thing over in the Netherlands or Amsterdam every year. They do like the world's greatest mustache or something like that. It's like every year or every other year, and they
have it here too, I think.
Maybe it's something they do. Well, they'll find who the person the greatest in America is, and then to go find the championship of the world, they got to go to like Amsterdam, and they do a fucking thing. I've seen it. They got these guys with like his mustache literally looks like a fucking giant octopus he's walking around with. Like I'd be like, oh, I'm serious. There's like crazy things, dude. Dude that has one. It's like giant, like this, all the way across. It's crazy.
I saw a dude with a full blown beard. That he converted to dreads. His face was all dreads.
That seems like it'd be real fucking painful to carry around, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Last minute final thoughts. We'll start with Mike Best. Give me your final thoughts.
I'm just excited because this could be the last game of the year that we have to be excited about. So I'm trying to go all into it and get pumped up for it because I'm hoping and I'm thinking that we're going to win tomorrow so we can get excited for next week. But if it's not, then I want to memorize this moment as like something to be excited about for the rest of the year. So.
Definitely. I agree with that. I definitely agree with the sentiment. We win this game and if we have more stuff to be excited about. We lose this game, then it's the last game to be excited, but we can start looking to the future and see what we're going to do there. It'll be very interesting. Michael K., any thoughts on your end?
As far as the Dolphins go, the Texans have something to play for too. So I don't think that they're going to come out through.
I agree with you.
So I've been busting every shop saying Texans by 14. It could go. It honestly could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
It could absolutely go either way. If Nico Collins goes off, then Dolphins are going to have a long day.
Gotcha.
Because Mixon's going to be able to do what he wants if Nico Collins goes off, or vice versa.
Definitely. All right. Crypto.
Sorry, Ollie. Just saying there ain't no lie.
Oh shit!
Look at these fucking mustaches, boys.
Wow.
These fucking mustaches.
Bro, isn't that the guy from Sonic the Hedgehog, the villain there on the right? All the way to the right with the shades on?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he kind of looks like him. And the guy to his right looks like Davy Jones from the Pirates of the Caribbean shit.
I mean, this guy's got a dog face with his fucking mustache, dude.
Wow.
I don't know how he did that.
With the pretzels all over his face.
Hey. We can't judge. Michael K is part of that community. That's what he goes.
That's true. He's
I just gotta go T. Scroll down and see if you can find my.
There's no doubt that this tournament is held in Buffalo. There is no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, it's the greatest pastime for those fools.
Color, did you get your gift, by the way?
Yes, I did. I meant to tell you. I got mine a couple days before you got yours. I forgot to say something. I chose the tumbler, right? The Yeti tumbler.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the thing's like 4 inches tall. Okay. My coffee mug has more volume. Okay. Secondly, there's a lid, right? So you can unscrew it because it's got threads around the rim, like a thermos or something, right?
Came cross-threaded, didn't it?
No. The lid is just a ring.
You know,
there's no lid. It's just
it's not a tumbler. You know what it is, right? It's a koozie made by Yeti.
Right. And so this ring is apparently meant so that it's like a splash guard, so it don't splash the contents out in your car, right? But I'm like, why is it detachable like it's a lid? Why don't you just mold the thing into the cup?
Are you sure it's not a koozie like he's saying, Color? Like, can you fit?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Fit a fucking Coca-Cola can in there?
Guess, maybe, but why would you just make a koozie out of stainless steel like that?
That's the riddle.
Well, the reason being is because the Yeti has a feature in it. You can freeze these, right? And actually,
I see what you're saying. So it's like making a thermos out of a soda can or a beer can, basically.
You're making them. You have a handheld.
You're making an insulated thermos out of any can.
Right? I'm putting my Pepsi can in here, and you can just go like that and put the ring.
So that's yours. That's the one you got.
Yeah, that's the one I got right here.
See, I got the silver one, but it's just like, okay. Oh, so it's I didn't realize they were making.
Color's pissed because it don't hold enough coffee and shit.
I know, bro.
This type of
Color was like, "Are you playing a bad joke on me?"
No, like seriously, I'm like, it was keeping my coffee warmer, so I'm thinking that's what it's for, you know.
Well, you can
Color don't have no use for a cup that can't take coffee in it. It's fucking garbage. If you can't fucking put coffee in this thing, I don't need it. God damn it!
I seriously thought the lid was for a splash guard and it was detachable, so it was easier to clean.
Fucking
That's literally what I thought.
God, Color, touch some grass, Color.
It's all
right. When did they start making coolies out of freaking metal, bro?
Honestly, I didn't know they made them out of metal either, but I do find I did think I would think it was that, but again, I could be drinking my coffee out of it going, why is the lid fucking leaking like this?
Not only that, but a real coolie like the old ones can fit a 20-ounce bottle too. This thing ain't fitting no 20-ounce bottle.
Yeah, this one is just a regular 16-ounce can you can put in there.
Well, they have bottle koozies too. I don't know if you're talking about that. But.
Yeah, they do have bottle koozies as well.
Yep, they make everything.
Hey, at least it's not made by Stanley, because then we would have to turn around and return them back, since they just recalled 2.5 million of their cups, or whatever you want to call them, tumblers or whatever.
Really?
So, all I know is I should have got the backpack.
Yeah.
Did they come from Buffalo? Did they come from Buffalo?
No, they came from Miami Gardens.
We definitely checked on that.
I checked my label. I was like, oh, what's this? Miami Gardens? I know what this is.
They just forwarded all the stuff to Miami Gardens first and then resent it. That's what took extra time, Ollie.
That's probably what they did. 100%. I agree with it. Anyways, gentlemen, it was a pleasure. I appreciate everyone coming up. Glad we got to talk some ball and everything. We'll see what happens tomorrow. El Cap, you going live tomorrow?
Yeah, I will be for the game. Absolutely.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for the wrench, guys.
Yep. No problem, fellas. We'll see you all next time.
Definitely. You all have a good night.